Yes, Jane. Big time. Shout out to all my niggas from Guadalajara. I'm cruising in my blue Corolla. I need that money.
So that's nice.
Rolla. Traffic made a bad control. She's crying downstairs.
And the way it's gonna work is
swimsuit model with eating
one's
disorder.
gonna do its
Spent
thing.
200 on a
Two's gonna
DoorDash
be
order.
more race
No,
with
just a fucking crook with a
those
fucking crooked
14,
jaw. All
those
swagging out
remaining
channel with my
teams.
puppy dog. I committed fraud, and I got low T's. I'm a low T dog. False flagging.
Is it gonna be a two-night event or what?
Might have to make it
Phil's a
two-night.
loser. Phil's a nigger. Arnold. Phil's a nigger.
Biggest
Right?
pay-per-view
How
of
do you
the
say?
year.
Brunel's a nigger.
Wow, so you saw the logo, son.
Very nice.
Where?
All right. Let us continue. It's 3 a.m. and I can't sleep. I got 2 big bills coming next week. One more chance. Save the best streak. I'm going full mask off. It's not that deep. It's 3 a.m. and I can't sleep. I got 2 big bills coming next week. One more chance left to blow. You ready?
Oh hell yeah, that's
Big
just.
time go.
Oh
Big
yeah.
time blow.
It's got like
Ain't none of it fell off. No.
good influence.
Like a prime D rose, I be dunking on these hoes. Turn you into T-bar, striking a T-pose. So let me tell you now what the story is.
Is that gonna be on
Call me
the
DSP.
ring or just on the tape?
I'm cruising and wrenching, fast and furious. With my homie
Shit, I already
Asher,
got
Eric
the
Miller
blood.
is quite curious.
They don't have really what it takes
That's
to
what's
be a
up.
man. And since I took their manhood, that's mine now, so I ain't giving it back.
Blood influence.
My trolls are always watching me, waiting for another disaster stream. They won't
Spark
even
it
give
up,
me a
son.
piece
I
of
think I
peace or like
found. I
fucking
think I
tea
know
on my
the
stream. The
official
detractor me. I can't get rid of it.
I don't even think I might even take it.
I'm losing supporters.
I know what the official
Detractors are bending me over. Just another knot in this Ludwig world order.
I dropped the link so you can listen to it at your own leisure.
And now I'm seeing so much clearer as I sit here staring into Dark Dave's mirror and all of my fears and all that I see.
You think
raw
Ray
DSP.
Drake would
Bottom
hold
leader,
up
cult leader. It's 3
both
a.m. and I
nights?
still can't sleep. I guess this is all I will ever be. This is just how time flows.
He's not ready for the big time.
Until big time. Go. It's gonna take years of effort to try to dig myself out of this fucking hole. It really is. And it sucks. I hope that someday I'll get out of it. I don't know if I ever will. But maybe I may be
Will be
living
the official theme
month to
song.
month, paycheck to
Blood and
paycheck,
blood.
begging for fucking tips and shit on stream for the rest of my life.
Big pressure.
Like,
I swear when I try.
I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money.
We all doing it on our
I
side.
really need that money.
When I swerve, when I drive, when I swerve, when
I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money.
Nice and stringing.
I really need that money. Really need that money. Really, that money. That money. Hello, everybody. It's Dark Side Phil. I need that money to pay my bills.
Yeah.
Electric bill.
What are
internet
you
bill.
watching, Ice?
Stupid fucking trolls, man. I just want to chill. Rock back and
Going
forth.
over
I'm
something
by accident,
that
tip me. So I can catch up on
resurfaced
back taxes, making large stacks, refunding
that I
chargebacks,
talked about
and my
before.
laugh sounds like act. 50 bitch here, 50 bitch there, 50 bit bitch. Raise your hands in the air. 50 bitch
certain
here,
somebody
50
likes
bitch
to
there,
lie,
50 bit bitch. Raise your hands in the
and
air.
somebody
I
found the
need that
video, so
money.
we're going to be
I
watching
really,
their
really
video
do. I need
going
that
over.
money.
What did you play today?
Really need that money.
Starfield.
Really need that money. I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I
You got
really
his
need that money.
glasses though, right?
Really need
Well,
that money. Really, that money. That money.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
real quick, shout out chat.
No detractor memes. Bathroom breaks. Playing WWE.
Good to see
Relaxing
y'all.
chill session of Street Fighter 3. Like I'm getting my vibe back from 2017.
So,
50 bitch here. 50 bitch there. 50 bit bitch. Raise your hands in the air. 50 bitch here. 50 bitch there. 50 bit bitch. Raise your hands in the air. I need that
What's
money. I
up?
really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money.
Song's
Really
always a
need that
banger.
money. I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money.
maybe that's
I really need that money.
Oops, almost hit the wrong button.
Really need that money. Really, that money. That money. I'm the one who operated a successful YouTube
Oh,
channel. I'm the
dude,
one
this.
just
Okay.
filed for bankruptcy. I'm the one who didn't pay my taxes. I'm the one.
brand.
Me.
Brandon dude.
I'm the one who masturbated.
Or
in
brand.
front of children. I'm the one who got 4th place at Evo. I'm the one with a 10-year legacy. I'm the one. Me. 50 bitch here. 50 bitch
Oh,
there.
this is the Mario and Sonic at the Olympics.
Yeah.
50 bitch there.
This was on Twitch days.
Mm-hmm.
I need that money. I really do. I need that money to pay my bills. The electric bill, the internet bill, the condo fees, my mortgage, my taxes, my back taxes, my current taxes, my state taxes,
Back taxes
my
and
federal
current taxes.
my tax attorney, my tax guy, my tax accountant, my bankruptcy lawyer, all of my credit cards, my new setup, the new laptop, PS5, gin, bowl of ramen.
What it is, everybody? Ice coming at you.
Buddy,
What's up?
what you guys doing?
All right.
I'm okay. I'm
vibing.
just walking my
That's
dog.
good.
Hey,
Just
Hey,
let you know,
keep going.
Ice is gonna start streaming.
Yeah, I'm streaming now, actually. So welcome,
Okay.
welcome everybody. There's a video that resurfaced I was looking for, and there's a person that just popped on the scene who actually found it. Probably if I looked harder, I would have found it too, but you know what?
Detractor.
Yeah, it's a new detractor, I believe. Yeah. And
Alright.
I was actually watching some of his stuff today. It showed up in my feed. Him and another dude.
I'm Benito.
ah,
500 subs.
Yeah.
Brand new.
yeah, brand new. But hey, he's doing better than I am, so I
He
can't
showed
talk.
up in my feed.
You rock,
And
Kate.
there was another dude that showed up in my feed that like got just started channels. Making DSP stuff.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's always new people hopping on the scene. I know
That's
I,
what DSP
video
that's all right.
format will always get you subs faster than live streams. I already know that. But Phil likes to lie. As we all know, this is nothing new. But Phil likes to lie and say he doesn't get review copies. He doesn't get anything early. Yeah, I think that's the one. But Phil thinks that he can just talk history out of existence. I find that very interesting. This is coming from a guy who made a Japanese account to get Dark Souls 3 early, way early. In fact, I went over that This Is How You Don't Play. And I laughed because of how the complaints and excuses ramped up when the game fully released. Well, this is another little gem of Sonic and Mario at the Olympics. One Phil doesn't talk about at all, like it never happened. So we're gonna definitely go over that. Let's get this going. That's me. This is... Why are you not popping up? Oh, there it is. Yeah, as usual. Let's get this one going. As usual, I have the panel with me. We have Dwight Race, Humalong,
I am here.
Tenchi, and Viking Gaming.
What's up, chat?
As usual, I'm sure the longer I go, the more people will pop in. You know how it goes around here. Cycle of insanity continues. It does. Hey, Stilren. Oh yeah, the reason I'm throwing it in there, Stilren, the reason I'm throwing it in there is because no one else had access to Dark Souls 3 at the time he had it. And it was on the reviewer difficulty. That's why I'm adding that game as early access. That's the only reason. Hope, one can hope, Falcon. I might have to start putting my foot down. But let's see what this video has to offer. Let's see what old Philly boy has to say. So, as you all know, I heard about this, I think it was during a Tevin stream, or it may have been an LSB stream from way back. I don't recall off the top of my head. And that's fine. But I knew of this existence. I didn't ignore it.
The next Olympic Games game comes out in just a few months here. I believe it's November. Yeah, November 5th. Mario and Sonic.
So definitely shout out to Bandude for finding this.
The Tokyo 2020 Olympic Games comes out, and for the first time ever, all right, Mario and Sonic is multiplayer over the internet. I don't know what took them so long, but it is. It's multiplayer over the internet on the Switch, so I'll be playing against people from all over the world when I play the Olympic Games game coming out in a couple of months here. So, but anyway,
I would say something there, but we already know the score.
yeah, I am playing Mario and Sonic in November. Absolutely, I am. What system? I think it's only for the Switch. Now, some people are saying, why is Phil playing this? Well, allow me to explain. The first reason is because I've played the Mario and Sonic Olympic games in the past, and they were always comedy gold.
I'm curious why he thought it would be comedy gold again without his best friends there. It's pretty obvious to me that they are the reason he has such positive memories about the series, not the games themselves. Anyways, while talking about the hardcore gaming season of October through December 2019, he would consistently mention just how many games were coming out.
Please consider contributing in one of the following methods I'm about to make.
Oh, and speaking of that, I don't know if you guys noticed, we're back to the route of begging. Like, mask off, straight up begging. No more, I would like for you to know, it is now, guys, I want to hit the tier 1 tips goal every day. I want to stay above 600 memberships every month. So, it's obvious Phil is feeling the pinch, the sting, whatever you want to call it. Hey, what's up, guy with two names? How you doing today? Good to see you. So, mask off, begging, we back, baby, we back.
Mention. Now, being very upfront and honest with all of you, the rest of this month into next month are going to be very trying for me financially because there's so many games I need to buy. Plants vs. Zombies, WWE 2K20, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, The Outer Worlds, Luigi's...
I'm alright, I can't complain, guy with two names, can't complain. How about yourself, man? How you doing today?
Mansion 3, plus there's 2 other games for the Halloween Marathon I need to buy. Mario and Sonic at the 2020 Olympic Games, Death Stranding, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order,
That is true, still, Run. I just saw your message with the bottom part. Yeah, he did get Fallout 4 early.
Pokemon, and Shenmue 3.
And the fact that he waited until the game came out to play it, that's on him. That was given to him by Machinima early. But he decided to blow off his girlfriend's brother's wedding and play Fallout. I was surprised she didn't dump his ass right there.
Depending on time and if I can afford them. I'm now pretty much solely reliant on your crowdfunding
Good to see you.
and your contributions during streams in order to keep things going. Especially
Going over Phil's lies with early games.
Of course.
Yeah.
with all the games I just
man that said he's going to be studied one day for his great success.
Exactly.
mentioned coming up in the next month. I am going to need your support via various methods and means to afford all the big releases.
This part is key because you can clearly hear him say that he needs more of your money so that he can afford all of the games coming out.
But I have
So
no
she
clue if I
saved the
would be able to
house saga.
afford them at this point. Okay, so
Might have been.
yeah, anything that you guys could do to help defray costs is always appreciated.
This kept
2019. This is around the time I started watching Phil.
going for two
what's funny? I
straight
always heard
weeks.
about him.
The same script.
And heard he was a piece of crap, but I didn't really start watching his stuff until like the beginning of this year. I mean, once you get word of mouth that this person is a famous gamer, but they're also toxic as all hell, there's no point in looking at him.
Yeah, and that was the thing. Like, I'll get into that later. I'm gonna stay on topic for right now. For what I'm getting into.
Gotcha.
Said the same way every day. Let's jump to November 5th, the day of the game's release. He's on his day off and only left us a message that he's gonna play it tomorrow, November 6th, when he returns to streaming.
Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games.
You know, I will say this. Who does this? Who? You have your own schedule, and you're like, oh, well, I'm gonna take this day off. I'm not gonna change it for anything. If a game is coming out and you want day one views, you're gonna switch and be like, yo, guys, I'm playing. We're gonna be streaming this day. We're gonna move the day off to another day. We're gonna play this now. Like, he drops the ball with so many games that come out, and it's one of the things like, dude, you're tripping yourself up.
Comes out on Tuesday. Now, I probably won't be here on Tuesday
anymore.
He
He's not
doesn't.
going to get any views. He knows it.
Look at that tips goal, $1,372 out of $1,800. God,
That's
damn.
wild.
That's fucking crazy.
but I'll play it on Wednesday and it's fine. It's not like a giant new release I need to play immediately at release anyway.
So this is the day that he's streaming the game. This is the pre-stream right before he's gonna launch the game. So he already has it downloaded. He already put the code in. He already either bought it or whatever. He has it on his Switch.
For the next couple of days, we're going to be checking out a little game called Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. Why is an Olympic Games game coming out in the fall during the hardcore gaming season? I don't know.
So the first time he mentions the game, he doesn't actually say anything about how he got
I
it,
think it
or
was
if
before
fans
all
helped
that
pay for it,
coffee.
or if there's some other special way he got the game. So just keep this in mind. It's very important.
I've played these games in the past, and they are quite fun. Using the silly characters to try to do Olympic game, like trying to see Dr. Eggman do
I think
floor
OIC
exercises,
showed up in
trying to see,
2020,
Sonic do
like
something
for
where
the
he has to
best
lift heavy stuff,
Yeah.
seeing the characters fail, but then also, of course, succeed. The other thing is, this game, for the first time ever, has online play, which is the whole point. Like, you want to do multiplayer, right? And if you don't have a bunch of friends to come over your house to play the game, then online multiplayer is the way to go. For what I understand, the game also has a story mode, so if we try out online multiplayer,
If you don't have friends, multiplayer is the way to go. You know, there's plenty of people that don't even like multiplayer. They like single player.
and it doesn't work out too well for whatever reason, we could always go to the story mode. But I'm thinking online multiplayer is going to be pretty fun. What I'm hoping is the game has different modes.
So he's pretty excited to play.
Different modes. I mean, it's an Olympic game. Every game will be a different mode, technically. You know, running, 50-yard dash, 100-yard dash, throwing a weight, pole vaulting, whatever you have. It's the Olympics. There will be different things. Yeah, exactly, guy with two names.
This. He's really selling this game. He's really trying to hype up his playthrough, which he does with every game, to be fair, but it's kind of weird for a Mario and Sonic game. Again, it's a game that he played with friends in the past.
And
So
he
you have to
hates
think
Nintendo.
that the friends were the reason he loves those games so much. He doesn't play Mario Party. He doesn't really play Mario Kart either, and that has online. Mario Party has online.
Hell, he doesn't even play Sonic.
So it's kind of weird that he's hyping up this Mario Olympic game.
Keep in mind, please, guys, the best way to contribute is by tipping me. I really need the help with tips right now because I don't get paid for another week, 11 days? No, 9 days. So I really need the help. If you could tip me today, it helps me more, and I
he
need
was counting
that
down
money
the
for
days.
the games coming up, as well as paying bills. So please,
Counting me
please,
down
if at
like
all
a
you can tip me,
motherfucker.
please do. Okay, guys?
Please, 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 guys, please tip him. Please. So he's about to play the game. No indication that
No
it's
other
been
streamer asks
gifted
for
to
that
him,
much
that he
money.
paid
They
with
don't ask
gifted Amazon credits, or that
No, they
he
don't.
got a free review code. As far as we know, it's just him asking for money were under the impression that he spent money to buy this game. It's another new game that he's playing on top of like the 3 or 4 or 5 other ones that he's listed. I won't subject you to actually watching his gameplay. Just as I predicted, he got bored very quickly, and the game was in fact not comedy gold. Something important to highlight is that he really tried to clickbait his video with this title, MP Fail. What happened here? During his entire session of the game, he only
Wait, Real Talk. I just realized his hashtag, Real Talk. That's that Wings Talk show, I believe.
Well, like a podcast.
Yeah. Because I want to say Duty's a part of that podcast.
complained about lag and about the wait times to play an online match. He then played story mode for 10 minutes and was upset that there was too much dialogue, and he decided to rage quit.
Boy.
Alright, I'm done with this. I'm so bored, I'm not playing this anymore. I'm serious. This game is a total flop. This game is a complete waste of time. So the online play is worthless because you can't actually search for what you want. You can't do like a lobby where you do random stuff. Instead, it's just single match after single match, which is boring, and no one ever is going to play anything but the 100-meter ranks. That's the first thing there. The story mode's terrible.
Almost had a go team here.
Almost. So, we look at this. And he's bitching because it's one mode, according to him. Phil, it's the Olympics. What do you expect there to be at the Olympics? You know, the Olympics is a real thing, right?
Well, this also shows the fact that he only plays games that he thinks, and emphasis on thinks, that other people want to see him play. He's not playing because he loves games, because he's a gamer, because he's not a gamer. He's playing because he believes that people are going to tip him more, because this is what they love.
Yeah. And again, as we say, he's a fake gamer. Like, I have yet to see him play a game that he's just like, I'm playing this regardless of tips or people, viewers in the chat. Like, I'm just playing this game. I have yet to see Phil
I would say
do
Dragon Quest 11.
That's the one I've heard that's the only game he did that with.
He didn't give a fuck. He had like less than 200 viewers, low tips, but he was playing it.
Chrono
So he
Trigger.
was invested in it. Yeah. Like he's invested in Chrono Trigger. He's having way too much fun.
Yeah, with bad
I
voice
believe
acting.
he likes it though.
Yeah.
This game sucks ass. Yeah, it's
Phil, stop shaking your titties at me. It's very disturbing.
one of the worst things I've ever played in a long time. They advertised it like they'd improved it dramatically with the story mode and online play, and both are terrible. So basically, this is a complete ripoff.
Stop
And
the
unless you're gonna
cap.
play this with your friends offline in a party mode, I would never buy this game and never play it. Alright. Well, I guess that's it for that. That was one of the worst outings I've had in gaming in quite some time. Great.
And this is why he has no early access, no review copies, no sponsorships, no nothing like that.
Nope. Not at all.
You can not like a game and still give it constructive criticism. But the lie.
He spent 1 month hyping this game up, only to drop it after 1 hour. He then went on to play The Outer Worlds instead. And this is what I've been building towards. This was unrecorded, so the only archive of it that I know of is this random Tevin restream. You just have a listen.
That was an utter waste of time.
$60.
That was really
and he
bad.
begged every
Like,
fucking day. And he threw
holy
this money
shit.
away like that. Good job.
Actually, it was not $60 down the drain. Just for the record, everyone, I didn't pay for that game.
There it is. I didn't pay for that game.
Every once in a while,
Wait, what?
I get contacted by a company with a code.
Like,
for the
what?
game. And I told you guys that I wanted to play it as a release.
Are you
I was on the fence about it. 'cause
Are you
I knew there were all
serious?
these other games coming out. And then this company that, you know, every once in a while I talk to
He
about
got it for
review
free and
codes
didn't tell
actually
us.
contacted me and said that they wanted to give
And that's another reason why Phil doesn't get review copies. You're supposed to admit that you have a review copy or influencer copy or any whatever they call it. You're supposed to say that. That's supposed to be somewhere, whether it be in the title, you verbally say it, and you say it a couple of times. You're supposed to let the people know. And
Which he doesn't.
Yeah, which this got back to Sega. Hell, they probably had someone from Sega in the stream watching it. Companies will do that. They will have somebody in there watching. Especially if you're a live streamer. Like, people do it all the time. Well, they probably looked at that. Again, this is Phil abusing a system that other people could be using.
Yes, indeed.
Anyone
And one,
else-
he keeps
Oh, go ahead.
spurging off negative stuff about the game, and most of it is made up. Like, you know, it's just pure negativity. Like, he's not even giving enough time to form a,
Big ups,
you
Retro.
know,
How you doing?
like a real opinion about the game. So, I mean, of course, they're not going to give him any more review codes or review copies because they see how he treats it.
It also kind of raises the question how many times he's gotten free copies then, if it clearly doesn't present it as such.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think he did it with an Assassin's Creed game too.
It wouldn't surprise me. Like, and the reason I always harp back to this game right here is because this was after Fallout 4, obviously. But he always likes to spout he doesn't get influencer copies or early access copies. No one should. But here, right here, 2019, he got an early access copy. He got an influencer copy. Played it for an hour, dogged it, shit on it, moved on to the Outer Worlds. It's true, Falcon. But he wants to sit here and spout that nobody should get early review copies. No one should get this. No one should get that. You know, people are paid shills. You shouldn't believe them. You shouldn't this. You shouldn't that. Blah, 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 blah. But Phil...
More the grift.
It's like, but Phil, you got these same things. You did these same things. You know, Loot Crate. He shilled the fuck out of Loot Crate. I mean, he was bad at it. I've seen other people shill out Loot Crate and did a better job. Like, that actually made me want to fucking buy one. And I don't even like Loot Crate. It was like, damn, you convinced me. Phil, he couldn't convince his way out of a ripped wet paper bag. He doesn't say anything bad. Exactly. Hey, Trunks. Good to see you, my man. Assassin's Creed game was from Twitch bounty thing. You know, oh man, I gotta check and see if I got on the bounty board. I asked them if I could get on there. I submitted my application for it. But anyway, so he got this early access, didn't say anything, which was illegal. Well, it's not a jailable offense or anything like that, but it puts you in bad standing with the company. And you can be, what's the word? You can be blocked. Or
Blacklisted.
blacklisted,
Basically.
thank you. That's what I was trying to think of. Blacklisted. Yeah, he got blacklisted. And he got blacklisted from a lot of companies. But then on top of that, he doesn't even ask companies if he can get a review copy. Like, you can still ask companies for an early copy. You know, all you gotta do is prove you have a crowd. I thought about doing it for Lies of P, but I probably won't get it because, well, I don't get many viewers. But I'll still try anyway, just see what the fuck happens. What's the worst they can tell me? No. But as was pointed out earlier, he also got Fallout 4 early from Machinima. He didn't play it till it released, and then complained about other people playing it early. It was like, but you had it too. Oh, I know, Stillrun. But Phil makes it a nasty habit, especially when he sits there and says, "I'm not sponsored. I don't have sponsorships." No, you're asking your audience to be the sponsor for you. You want them to sponsor you, which was funny because I watched Angry Joe's review of the new Madden game, and what's funny was he said the same thing for the mobile infantry to sponsor him on Patreon. It's like, okay, I get it. You're big, blah blah blah. But if you already have people sponsoring you, why are you asking? Why are you asking for more? But I get it. You have to. It's part of your shtick. I got you. At least Angry Joe gives you a product. Phil doesn't even give you a product. Like, he made $26 off of that, but he expects $100. Past Phil expected $100 off of that gameplay. You didn't do anything to warrant anybody giving you that type of money or giving you money, period. No different than today's Phil.
About review codes for the game, so I took a review code. I didn't buy that game. Now I'm happy I didn't buy that game, because can you imagine if I did?
This is insane. First of all, him saying that he told us he was on the fence about the game, you just gotta love how easily this guy thinks he can gaslight you. He never told us that. He was actually the one pushing the game onto his viewers. Second of all, he was begging. You saw the clips. He needed the money for games. He never disclosed the fact that he got a review copy until after someone mentioned that he wasted the money that he begged for. It's just like his ego was so fragile. He couldn't have possibly been fooled into buying this game. So he got it for
Bro, I swear if that's Heather.
free. And he revealed.
Heather?
Oh my god.
Hello.
So the adorable Miss Heather.
Hello.
The truth. Is it even the truth? I mean, who knows really? It's another was he lying then or is he lying now situation. The amount of questions that can just pop up in your head right now. How many other games has he done this with? Does he still do this? How often does he contact this mysterious...
And remember, the only game he ever admitted to getting early, Dark Souls 3. It's the only game he ever openly admits to getting early, to this day. But he will not mention this game. He won't mention Fallout 4.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Because that's why he had to ditch Leanna's brother's wedding.
Yeah. See, he won't mention these games because it's more convenient to not mention it. Same with the WWE Champions. He admitted to it in the past, but then he said he stopped playing it and he didn't play mobile games when he got with Kat. Him and Kat got together. But then when that video came out, I remember on Ann's stream, because I was watching it when it happened, where they saw Champions on his phone. And then Phil's tune changed.
Oh, was that when he was trying to get Jasper out of his chair and he moronically flashed his phone?
He also got 1886 and Nathan Drake Collection both for free. See, I'm not surprised.
I'm sure he got a lot more through Machinima too.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Phil got a lot of early access stuff. He got a lot of review copies. But he would never say it and he kept begging. Honestly, I think that should be against the rules. Like, you begging like that, just limb his ass from it. You don't need to kick him off the platform, but limb him from getting review copies. Because you already make
Well, he's already broken rules by by waiting to say that he got the game as an early review copy.
Oh
right
yeah.
then and there, he's already broken state this rule.
Oh yeah, and he broke it multiple times. He's broken that rule
which
multiple
rule?
times. And now he's to the point he's just angry and pissed off because nobody's giving him these copies anymore. And it's like, well, for one, you're not asking anybody, and then two, everyone sees. Anyone can see what you're doing. Hey Ziggy, how you doing?
But he says he doesn't need to ask because he has all those offers to give, like offers of free games and shit in email format.
Hey Dark Wolf, good to see you.
That
Yeah.
he just ignores because he doesn't want to be a shill.
Yeah, and he is a shill. Phil is a
himself.
huge shill. I'd rather somebody say, hey, we're gonna do my, it's shilling Sunday or shilling Saturday or whatever. Like, hey, here's the product I'm trying to sell to you. Here's my promo code, whatever. I'd rather that because at least you're open and honest about it. You're telling me what the product is. You give me, even though it's a pre-made speech, you're giving it to me. You're showing me the product, even though 9 times out of 10 it's pre-made footage. Phil's like, I am the product.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying all along. He shills for himself.
Yeah, exactly, Stillman. That's why I said I thought about doing it, but some of them you actually have to meet a criteria. Like Phil would meet a criteria for a lot of these games. He could go out himself and ask for a sponsorship.
But that would kill his begging because then people would know he's getting games for free.
Oh, absolutely. Like,
And he kind of does with Game Pass.
yeah. I mean, as I said before, when I streamed Final Fantasy 16 from start to finish, Viking had sponsored that entire playthrough. Now I'm playing Starfield. Hood Hustler sponsors that entire playthrough. They bought me those games. I have no problem saying that. Phil can't even openly say Jade gave him the code for Armored Core. He won't say it. He hasn't said it besides the one time when Jade gave him the code. Hell, I even said it for Armored Core. My girlfriend bought me that game because she knew I liked it. And she wanted to surprise me. She bought it for me while I was at work.
Well, the reason he says he can't tell us who gave him the games is because we'll harass him.
Yeah, and nobody's gonna harass
Which is
Jade.
BS.
Well, yeah, that was just say that's.
You know
straight
what?
up
If
bullshit.
somebody wants to do something nice for somebody, hey, that's nice of them.
Yeah, it is.
I mean,
It is
and,
nice. It's nice for
and no
someone to do
matter
something.
who it is, they're being nice to. I'm not gonna harass anybody. It's like, dude, you did somebody. You gave somebody a gift, and
Yeah.
out of the kindness of your heart, hey, cool.
But I also want to point
tired
out.
of being.
I want to point
go
out
ahead.
too. Phil always talks about how he needs money for these games coming out. Well, guess what? When Phil makes over $60 or makes $70, the game's already paid for.
Anything beyond that is profit.
Exactly. Like when he sat there, I need to get Mortal Kombat. Well, I'm gonna get the $80 version. Okay. Well, yesterday on Armored Core, you made 150. You made 160. So, so that's bought and paid for. That means you've already made your money back for the money you spent and then some.
He actually paid more for Mortal Kombat.
I'm just throwing a number out.
All right. I'm just
Yeah,
like,
I was just throwing a number out.
gotcha.
Even if he
I mean,
paid. Oh, go ahead.
Also, when it comes to Phil, you gotta worry about that whole Persona 5 situation where if he does get a free game, he does play it early. It's to make money, obviously. But then he turns around and they give him guidelines. Don't play past his level. Don't talk about this. Don't reveal this. And he does it anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
He doesn't care.
Yeah, like Dark Souls 3, they gave Ouroboros early access to it. Only thing they asked him to do was not go past the dancer demon boss fight. And he beat that boss, and the game pushed him on to the next section. Well, there was somebody from FromSoft in his chat apologizing to him because they saw the bug that pushed him forward. It's like, because you're supposed to climb a long ass ladder to get up to the next section, but it just teleported his ass straight up there.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oops. But that wasn't like a flagrant breaking of the rules. That was on them. Or
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like somebody from this is what it was earlier when I said they have people watching live streamers. Let's just say I got a review copy of Liza P, and I'm streaming it. You best believe somebody from that company is gonna be in my stream watching me play the game.
it's not a FromSoft game, is it? No.
Liza P? No.
No. Okay. I just wasn't sure.
Yeah, but like let's what's the other game? The Lords of the Fallen. If I had an early access copy of that, you best believe somebody from that company is gonna be in my stream watching.
Yep. I've demoed a couple indie games. There's a big what is it called? It's not DreamHack. It's not DreamHack. It's another. It's a indie game showcase, and it's online on Twitch. And they reach out, or you can reach out to them and go, "Hey, I would like to play your games." And I'm pretty sure I had some of the developers they represented in my chat while I was playing their games.
Yeah, it's not unusual. I remember when Markiplier did a live stream. He got an early access copy to an indie game, and one of the devs was right there in his stream talking to him.
They want you know why they do that? They want to see firsthand a player's reaction, whether it's good, whether it's bad, whether they're disappointed, whether they're excited and enthusiastic. And that not only gives them feedback, it kind of gives them a little adrenaline rush and a little push to keep going and doing what they're doing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And
that gives them an idea on how people are going to play their games.
Yeah, but
that's another point of these early access, you know?
That, and it gives people something to look at. People, see what Phil fails to realize, people don't care if the person playing the game is hamming it up or not. I'm looking at the game. I'm looking at the game in action. I am looking at how the person's playing the game, so I get to see the flow of the game. Even if it's 2 boss fights, it gives you an idea of what the rest of the game is going to be about. Phil just looks at it like, oh, they're just kissing the game's ass, and it's like, that doesn't matter. Nobody's watching Markiplier to watch him kiss a game's ass. Markiplier is a people person. He's enjoyable, but he's also playing the game. And you get to see the game.
I hate how Phil talks shit about Markiplier.
I mean, Phil's going to talk shit about anyone that's better than him.
But Markiplier's one of the purest hearts on the internet. You have to admit that, and it's just so shitty that
But don't forget, even he has his own detractors.
Oh, I know.
Company.
I know.
I thought he was the honest guy, man. What the fuck? He told me he was being honest when he asked me for money to buy his games.
I say that a lot. I'm going to be completely 100% honest with you. I also say I'm going to be transparent. These are mannerisms in my speech. When I say that, essentially what I'm trying to do is emphasize that what I'm about to tell you is a serious matter. It's not me joking. But some people over the years have missed.
Okay, I lost one testicle.
So when he says he's being honest, it means he's not being honest.
Exactly. Just saying, you know, he's like,
That's like saying I'm a nice guy and you're not a nice
yeah,
guy.
that's why I paused it and said I lost one testicle. Okay, I mean, it's not true, but it's just like, Phil, you don't need to sit there and say, I'm gonna be transparent 100% with you. Blah, 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 blah.
That should be a given. That should. Yeah. You don't.
When you start talking, I should common sense says, I don't think this person's gonna they're bullshitting me on what they're saying. But this shows you right here, Phil has no respect for his chat.
Misconstrued it.
Even though this is going against what I said I was doing. But anyway.
As meaning other things. All it means when I say that is I'm about to tell you guys something really important. And it's
Then
meaningful to
say
me,
it's
so please listen
important.
now.
Oh.
Then say it's
Oh,
important
oh.
and meaningful.
This is important, so please listen up. Okay.
That is not
Guys?
what being honest means.
Guys, I'm gonna be fully transparent with you. I had a grilled steak burrito today. Okay.
God damn it.
It's
Now I
like,
want a
no,
burrito.
Phil wants you to care about his problems because he wants you to take care of his problems.
Okay. Oh, I must have
Exactly,
misconstrued it, I guess. Apparently, saying I'm gonna be honest doesn't actually mean you're gonna be honest. It means I'm gonna say something meaningful to me. Okay, I'm sorry. Oh, I was mistaken. I'm so sorry. I thought being honest meant you were gonna be honest,
Yeah, that's old.
or you were gonna tell the truth. I'm so sorry, DSP. I misconstrued.
Whoa! Phil showed his chest hair.
Mean you're gonna be honest.
Yeah.
It means
Those are
I'm
the
gonna
kick-
say something
Twitch
meaningful
days.
to me. Okay, I'm sorry. Oh, I was mistaken. I'm so sorry. I thought being honest meant you were gonna be honest, or you were gonna tell the truth. I'm so.
Yo,
Yeah.
put an APB out. We lost people in the Magilla Gorilla jungle in there.
Guy
need-
has a hair sweater like my
We
stepdad. God.
need choppers flying over. We need flashlights. We need the Marines in that jungle.
We need napalm. Purge
We need
it.
the flamethrower. Someone put out a motherfucking APB on the people lost in that Magilla Gorilla jungle.
So sorry, DSP. I misconstrued it. I am so sorry. Yeah, this one's kind of crazy. I kind of still can't believe it happened. Just the flat out begging for these games. This game specifically, it's a game that he dropped in an hour, and it's just like, oh, I had a review code the whole time, guys. Hey, I had a review
And
code the whole
that's
time. Remember all
against-
that begging I was doing? No, you don't. You don't remember that.
You know what? You know what I
That's
should beg
against
for?
FTC regulations, him not disclosing that it's a...
Yeah, and that's why he doesn't get anymore. You know what I should beg for, guys? I should beg for likes. Guys, you like the content, please be sure to give it a like. Give it a thumbs up. Let me
Can I
know
beg
what you
for a
really
pizza?
think of the content. Or a thumbs down, whichever you feel with. That lets me know either way. Leave a comment saying how you felt about the show, the music, the setup, all that good stuff. I know it's harmless, but in a way, it kind of feels nasty to me.
disingenuous.
Yeah, it just...
Yeah. I am the worst when it comes to hyping myself up, and I never remember to say, hey, if you like my content, please give me a like, or whatever.
I mean, I really should...
Guilty, but I do that without my channel, just trying to get interactions going on.
I mean, I really should do it. Like, that's why I don't give Phil shit when he says drop a like. When he says drop a like, it's like, okay, I'm not gonna fuck with you on that. Yeah,
That's the most innocent thing he does.
yeah. Everybody will sit there and say that. Ring the bell so you know when I'm on. Hit the like, subscribe, leave a comment,
Yep.
things like
Part of
that.
the game.
I do
Yeah,
that.
hey,
on
Zenkai
Twitch.
Boost,
Hey,
how you
guys, If you like my content and stuff, give me a follow. And,
Yeah,
you know,
dislikes help as well.
come hang
Exactly.
out, Yeah.
Yeah, it's engagement. Now, so this is when he got Sonic and Mario, or Mario and Sonic at the Olympics, Zenkai Boost. This is the one game
in
Phil.
Tokyo.
This
Yeah.
is the one game Phil never talks about. He got this in 2019. He got this early from Nintendo. They sponsored this, and Phil never disclosed that he got an early copy of it.
Is that a machinima thing?
Yeah, exactly. No, this was after Machinima. This was 2019.
Okay. Oh, wow.
That
I
is
didn't
true,
realize.
Stillrun makes a very good point. The issue is that if you like my content, give me a like. It's not the same as I want 100 likes for engagement of each stream. That is absolutely true. Phil is like, I want 100 likes. That's my goal. You know, it helps with
I'll blow
engagement.
bubbles.
Yeah, and it's like that's not how this works, Phil. Like people need to genuinely like the content. You know, and I'm saying this from a standpoint of a person that has 200, 300 people watching him. There's no reason he has to plead for 100 likes. But he has to.
Because people don't like your shit, Bill.
Yeah, like people don't like his content. They don't like how he plays games. Like today, like people straight up told him, like, dude, we don't like what you're doing.
And he got all butthurt.
Yeah, like the whole thing with I heard he got his ass reamed out for Armored Core 6 on Twitter. Our fucking Twitter mobs was going at his ass for that shit because everybody could see he fucking looked at a guide and his chat was holding his hand. I still beat the game faster than him. Yes, I have a shit ton more deaths than he does. I'm not gonna deny it. Hell, I got 3 hours of me fighting one fucking boss. But I managed to beat the game twice.
You know, may I say something?
Yeah, go for it. Because I need to look for the next video. So you go ahead while I look for the next one.
The one thing I don't like about Phil isn't how he's being handheld. I ask people for help in my chat. It's, you know, it's human nature. You get lost or you need a little help strategizing. You know, you're going to talk to people who maybe played the game and go, hey, can you give me a little advice? But he is just so vagrantly gross about it because he stops all progress in his game. That is fucking stupid. He you know, he goes, hey guys, I don't know what to do. I can't keep going if I don't get help. Can you guys need to help me if I'm going to keep playing this game? Blah blah blah, you know, and all that. And then what really irks me is he doesn't give them credit for helping. Period. And it's like, dude, you know?
He never will.
And he's not grateful for the help he gets.
Especially how he was acting like people were copying his Armored Core designs, and he didn't look anything up and get help for it. Like,
yeah,
Phil,
which is like, no, everybody knows he was full of shit. Let's see if this says it.
To do this. What do you?
Fuck, look at his hair.
Let me see if he says it here.
Are we actually watching this, or are you?
No, I'm looking for a particular spot. How you doing, Shane? If you get the their pea brain opinion doesn't matter, he removes anyone easily. I mean, that is true.
Yeah,
oh, I'm a fucking asshole! I'm funny!
Yeah, you look like an asshole.
How many wine coolers?
Yeah, I'm not looking for the deaths. I'm actually looking to see if he says it here.
What the
That's
fuck
the
is
problem.
going on?
Absolutely.
The surprise twist. This is a crappy pre.
I'm good. I'm feeling
My favorite
froggy.
part of the Dark Souls franchise.
Not gonna lie.
Yes, get over there.
Get on with it.
I think my favorite. This is how you don't play is still New Vegas.
Which one? The first playthrough or the second?
Second. No, the second. Because it's even more hilarious that he's already beat the game and he's still that shit at it.
Wow. AC6. Oh, okay. Thank you, Falcon.
This is great. To finalize my creation, so it makes sense.
So I was watching after we got done last night. I was watching Scam Baiter stuff.
All right, here we go.
And I saw the greatest, like, so they were going after a money mule, and the guy was carrying $500,000.
Wow.
And they tagged him.
Okay, here's what I was talking.
That was on the PlayStation.
Here's what no, it was Xbox. So
like
this
they
is what I was
shut him
talking
down.
Okay.
This is what I was talking about. So, DSP is playing on the 1.0 patch on Xbox One. This is for reviewers and significantly easier than what the game was intended to be. From now until part 36, he's playing on this patch. He got the copy early through an exploit in the Japanese Xbox Live market that let him buy the English version early. This is what I meant, Stilburn, when I said this is a reviewer copy because of that patch right there.
Oh
So-
no.
And he went through other means to get this game ahead of
This
time.
fucking bong water stinks.
That's why I count this as a review copy.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
Enable this
he
in.
actually like paused. He actually paused updating to keep that version for a bit.
Yep.
No, he didn't pause. He did play. It's when it came out.
No. He did.
He didn't
skip the
patch it.
for like 2 days.
Yeah, because he had it that he had it early that long.
No, like the patch was available
When the
and he
patch
chose
came out.
not
Because
to
he
do it.
didn't want
when
to
the
play
patch-
it on the harder.
No. The game came out earlier in Japan, so this was the reviewer patch. When the game officially came out around the world, is when his got patched. He didn't pause the game. This is an early version from Japan.
Somebody fall asleep again.
Tenshi, are you asleep again?
Oh no, I don't snore.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Oh, I know what it is.
That's bullshit.
Viking, you fell asleep, bro.
No, I'm here.
Okay.
Well,
Shallow,
definitely
I
not me,
think.
because my gums are flapping, so you know if I'm talking, I'm awake.
Yeah, me working.
It'd
Yeah.
be too
Alright,
cool
so
if you were
anyway.
detracting while asleep.
So anyway,
That's the true sign of a tractor.
I think if you're trying to be a, I think you got to figure it to be a distractor.
I think it's what's his name?
Jala.
Yep.
oh wait, never mind.
Yeah.
I was wrong. They say it. This person cleared it up. Oh, this Phil is playing on the unpatched version 1.0, while other platforms 1.1. Okay, so I was wrong. Slightly
He
nerfed.
didn't update it.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
he must have took it
I told-
offline.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, never so like.
That's what I was saying. He
Okay.
actually waited to
So he got
So he
halfway
would
through
keep
the
playing
game.
on
patch it.
easy mode.
he waited to patch it until someone in his chat called him out for it.
I think it's Ursa.
Yeah.
Ursa. Woohoo. Yep,
Yeah,
Put him
we
in
lost
sleep.
Ursa.
Put him in the sleep. Guess he got scooped.
At first, I thought somebody was like taking a drag on a vape or something because it was that similar sound, but then it kept going and it was too steady. I'm like, oh no, somebody's snoring.
But anyway,
So
so
what game is this?
this was Dark Souls 3. So
Okay.
So I was incorrect. Everybody else was in the right there. Either way, that's why I still call this a early review copy, even though it
makes
wasn't
sense.
officially given to him.
And this was after he started bitching about review copies.
Yeah,
But like,
and this is the
it's
only
so
game he'll
funny
ever mention.
that it's until the chat called him out for playing the game on easy mode.
Ursa
That
got
was
scooped.
so
Ziggy.
hilarious.
Yeah,
So why was the review copy easier than the real game?
So when
review
a
copies-
Souls-like comes
go for
out, every 1.0 version of a Souls-like is designed for reviewers, so it's designed so that the game can be completed quicker because they want
Oh.
reviewers to get further in the game.
Oh.
So
Did
if
not
you
know
get
that.
if you get a Soulsborne, like even without getting it early, if you get a Soulsborne in like the first 2 days of release, it's an easier game.
Interesting.
And so what people who need to get good, I'm a Souls like aficionado, so
Can
what
tell.
people who need to get good do is they'll take their copy off from being updated by setting the play offline mode, and then not, you can set auto updates or have the updates be non-manual on consoles. If you set your updates to manual, you can keep playing the game without patching it, and you can play it on easy mode. And scrubs do that shit because they
So,
don't
Phil,
have nuts
yeah.
to do it properly.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I won't play a Souls-like until the 01 patch comes out because it's too easy and it ruins the fun of the game.
Shin out here looking out for Squirrel Brain, Heather. What a nice guy.
Thanks.
Also, because there aren't that many people who can't co-op. Yeah, but you get the physical copy, you can play it now. Yeah, because see, I actually have the physical copy of Dark Souls 3 on the PS4, I believe. It might be the PS3. I don't remember. Either way, I don't remember. Is it PS3 or PS4? I want to say it's PS4. Yeah, it's PS4 because it came out after Bloodborne. So, like, I still have my physical copy of this game, but I always update my game. But right here, so this shows, and he got through a nice chunk of the game before he updated it. So that's why I put this one in as another early copy. I don't think there's any footage of him with Fallout 4 talking about it. Let me see.
But yeah, for a guy who shits on game reviewers as much as Phil does, it's fucking hilarious how shit he is, or how much he'll abuse it when he can.
Let me see, this might be something. Alright, I guess we'll actually go to DSP for this one.
Hello everyone, Darkside Phil here, and welcome. We are in full hype mode, right? For the release of Fallout 4, which is impending. It is just looming over us. It's happening, yes, in about...
Okay, so, actually no, it's not. Fuck. Mind you, he already had the game at this time. This is back when he was with Machinima. So he had this.
And before
24 hours
Skin
from
Suit
now,
started
the game's actually going to hit store shelves.
Yeah.
And I'm super excited. As many of you know, it was my Fallout playthrough in late November of 2008 that pretty much put me, Darkside Phil, on the map for YouTube game playthroughs. Even though it was a low quality playthrough when it came to visuals and audio, it was the fact that I wandered this open world, I got lost, I made jokes, I didn't take anything too
really
seriously, right? And I even had some drinks here and there, but I put in both the big wins and the fails, and it was an unedited, full-on playthrough of the game, unlike what a lot of other people were doing on YouTube at the time for games
and
like
therefore
this.
he couldn't fuck
And
it
people
up.
loved it, and it got me a lot of notoriety, a lot of popularity. A lot of people kind of said, can't wait to see what this guy's doing.
Now, I might be wrong, but I was always under the impression Phil didn't get on the spot until he got shouted out for the worst game I ever played. I don't know if I'm correct in that or worse than that, or wrong in that, excuse me. Either way, I know it's somebody shouted him out for Homefront, The Revolution, the second game. Because I want to say that's also when he did his staycation with Leanne.
Yeah. Okay, I actually have a little bit about that, actually, if you want.
Thank you, because I damn sure don't.
Now, I haven't fully confirmed this, but from what I actually do know, his advertisement, his review of Homefront got put up on G4, which got his spread around very quickly because of how popular it was at the time. Because this was well before they started going really downhill and everything.
Oh, wow.
So the reason that he got, like back when G4 was actually meant something before it crashed, he got his review of it put up on their channel. And that's how he got over the 1 million views. And everyone was flocked over to him because, hey, this guy got up on G4.
So
and then he decided to go on a vacation rather than capitalize on it.
What's up, Blade?
So, like, I
took
have
a vacation after that, not milking. So was my, I guess my question is, was my assumption, hey Shadowblade, was my assumption correct that that's what put him on the spot?
Yes, because once he got on G4, a lot of people would match take notice of him, and that's what put him on the spot, because he's still like going on that staycation.
Okay. That's how I always believed it, was that's what put him on the map.
At least that's my opinion of it. What actually may have happened, I can't say 100%, but basically he got views from being on G4 and then crashed because he wanted to go on a staycation rather than capitalize on it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
wow.
that's the conventional wisdom about it.
Awesome.
I think what's funny is that Homefront: The Revolution review
Mhm.
proved that at the time before Angry Joe was really 100% as big as he is now, Phil had an opportunity to become Angry Joe. Because Phil is literally the character Joe plays.
Yeah.
He admits he's kind of like riffing off him and
All right, so he
what's
doesn't talk
his
about
name?
it there.
Angry video game nerd, James.
I mean, the thing is, those are characters until it's not. His personality is that kind of garbage. Yeah, Ice, are you having trouble with your stream?
No, I'm just switching it back and forth because I'm looking for other
okay.
stuff. So when you see it switch like that, it's because I don't want
Logan
people
was
just staring at a
having
blank
problems
screen.
early, so don't know if YouTube was being this problem or his internet was just.
Wait, is it like lagging up or something? Or are you talking about how I keep switching back to the screen?
The scene keeps.
Yeah, that's me. That's intentional. All right, so this one I heard. I didn't fully listen in on this.
You guys want to shut up in the chat about completely unrelated nonsense and talk?
That was fucking hilarious.
This is the shit that
Guys,
always.
you're not talking about me. I mean the game.
Because you're fucking being. Hey guys, want to shut up in the chat about completely unrelated nonsense and talk about the game? Hey guys, want to shut up in the chat about completely unrelated nonsense and talk about the game? Because you're fucking being stupid. I don't like it.
Oh, Daddy doesn't
No,
like
people in the chat are talking about religious stuff and they know it's against the rules of the stream. They're doing it on purpose. I'm gonna be honest. When you guys do this, I know you're doing it on purpose to piss me off. You know it's not allowed. And there's regulars doing it, and if I fucking see it, I'm just gonna start removing people. Because you know it's not allowed. It's never been allowed on this stream in the 15 fucking years that I've been doing content. You cannot talk about religion because people get angry. So I've had enough. I don't want to see that shit, and if I see it, you're all out of here. I don't care. I'll fucking turn it
This is coming, mind you though. I want to again. Here's another lie. I know this isn't early review copies, but this is still a lie. Let me edit this real quick because this is no longer about early review copies. Let's put Anna's views. There we go.
By myself. And people are going to be in here being stupid.
Now,
okay.
He sits there and says in 15 years. No, Phil. You haven't been streaming for 15 years, so how would that be a rule? You haven't been streaming for 15 years. You've been a YouTuber for 15 years. You've never streamed for 15 years.
Shit, I never caught
I never thought of that. Holy shit.
Yeah, so how is that against the rules for 15 years? It's not.
Well, you know, Phil, he loves his hyperbole.
This man takes. Yeah, I know. I heard about that drag, the blade. So that's.
Wait.
So Phil, this doesn't make any sense. I know it's a rule when you started streaming on Twitch.
That was what, like 6 years ago? 5 years ago?
6, 7 years ago, but it wasn't 15. Nowhere near. So you fucking lied.
Okay.
Then on top of that, I want to point out, if religion is if religion's such a hot button topic, which we know it is,
Why does he?
then why did you make the zombie Jesus joke? And you got 2 people pissed off at you, and you didn't even apologize to them.
Well, you know, the Dead Space 2 fiasco.
Hello.
Yeah. But I mean, that wasn't religious.
Well, it
Yeah.
was bigotry and racism. based
Yes, but
on
that wasn't
religion.
religious.
Yeah.
It was.
It was just Phil being a stupid asshole as always.
I mean, okay, so I have an opinion on this
Mhm.
as a Jew. Phil's anti-Semitic shit is actually a lot more endemic of his behavior than it seems at first. because if there's like the smallest chance of him saying something anti-Semitic, he's gonna say it.
Oh yeah. Oh, he's
I
been streaming
wonder
for
why
about
he
10
can't
for like
control
10
that,
years.
but he can control his racist jokes and shit.
He can't even
Because
control
he's
that.
firmly
No,
he's
he has-
firmly an anti-Semite.
No, think about it. He can't even control his racist jokes.
Well, he doesn't. He controls them by not chewing on his fingers, which we know what it is, but he's still not saying
I mean, the slave trade, that's now
That
over
was-
a year old.
Yeah, but that's an exception, not the rule, man.
It's still the same thing. Like he's not controlling it. He's still saying it. Look out, it's a black woman coming. I mean, these are things he said in recent times.
When was
Yeah,
the
but
black
there are
woman
times
walking
he's-
joke?
That was 2021.
Oh wow. Okay, so
we're
that
still
was
trying to-
just before I started watching
Yeah.
him.
And we're still waiting for an answer on why that's funny.
Yeah, like
It's
that's all.
not.
That's all
I
with,
know. I
within
know.
this, recent stuff. Phil doesn't control his racism. He doesn't control his anti-Semitic jokes.
You're right, because
Yes,
if
he
he
does.
was controlling
He does
the
control his
racist,
racism.
well, no, because if he was controlling it, he wouldn't have to chew on his nails to keep himself from saying the joke, right?
But
Yeah, and he
controls
even admitted on
himself
side
saying it.
scrollers. Like there's times he shouldn't say a joke and then he does. I mean, yes, he has some control. I'll give you that. He has some control.
Yeah, but he never has any control of his anti-Semitism, dude.
Yeah, he
He doesn't even
seems to
bother.
Jump at
He
the
doesn't
chance.
even bother.
No, I wouldn't say that because if that's the case, he'd be doing it all the time, and he doesn't.
I was
So-
saying,
Anytime there is an
most recent
opportunity
videos-
to rack on Jews, he does.
Oh, that yeah. I mean, he's already said he wants them to die. I mean, be it a joke or not, this is Phil.
Joseph Himmler.
Yeah, no. Like what I'm saying is he does bite his nails and not say the anti-Semitic thing.
Flesh brothers are mad because he
Oh.
talked about religion and not about the
But
religion.
like
Oh, I mean, we
he-
know why.
ways
We know
always
why. But it's
says what he's gonna say about a Jew.
nah. I mean, but this is
Anytime.
another. This is just him getting caught in another lie.
Yeah.
It's okay for him to make religious jokes. I mean, I've heard him make Muslim jokes before, and it's okay. But the moment his chat talks about it, it's an issue. So again, another lie.
It's not. It's not legit conversation you guys want to talk about. You're all joking about it and shit. It's not funny. No one's laughing. All you're doing.
Oh,
God,
Obvious-
I interpreted that in a literal sense and thought fucking Phil, and now I'm
Oh God!
disgusted with
Please
you.
don't. Please don't.
Please refrain from that one.
But
Like what?
But this is always Phil. Like, this is why the side scrollers sat there and called him out on his lies. I mean, hell, he's already changed the story of his encounter with Jaha. That's changed like 3 fucking times. You know, I mean, he's
Yeah.
the only thing
Also,
that stayed
Asians.
true is he
That's
cried.
the other group he never controls himself about.
Yeah,
Asian.
let's see. He says he's cried about being an alcoholic. He
Yep.
cried because he did not want the shit beaten out of him, and he
And
was
then he
basically
hid in the bathroom and cried.
That was a different incident.
No, that was Jaha too.
It was a different. Jaha has been his.
No, Jaha has only had one encounter with Phil that he was going to beat him up with Mike Watson. There's only been one. And Phil has
I
changed
would
that.
say-
Phil has changed that story 3 times.
I would say he's had more incidents with. I mean, remember Jaha was the guy who knocked him down with the Sparta shield. You know, it's just.
Now, the other
Alright.
guy he was gonna get in a fight with was the other dude where he's like, let's do the DX cross chops.
Oh, that was so stupid.
Yeah, but I mean that was yeah. So he's almost gotten his ass beat by a few people, and like him and the other dude signed papers to fight. Until he found out that dude was also a Marine.
Oh yeah, he was Jaha's buddy, right?
Yeah, yeah. But Phil has changed certain stories a couple of times. Like when he sat there and said that oh, Justin Wong doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. It's like, no, Justin Wong said you cried. And you admitted you cried. So either way, you still cried. So Justin Wong was not wrong. It doesn't matter what the fuck the incident was about. You was about to get your ass beat. The facts were simple. You were about to get your ass beat, and you cried, and you asked to not get beat up. It doesn't matter what it was about. It doesn't even matter they about to beat your ass for looking at them wrong. You still cried. You still said you were drunk, and you asked not to get beat up. Nothing else.
And no one's off limits. Remember how many times he's changed his hospital visit with Leanna?
Yeah.
He's changed that at least 3 times, as far as I know.
Yeah, he's changed that 3 times. Phil cannot keep.
So no one's off limits what he'll lie about.
Yeah.
I do a better job at keeping his lies straight than he is.
I don't think getting beat up would have helped him. I think probably do the opposite or be the same. You
It
think so, Falcon?
If he got beat up, it would give him an excuse to be the perpetual victim till the end of time. And I actually have given thought about this. What would happen if Viscant didn't interject and say, dude, I don't want my couch blood on, please don't beat him up. You know, if Viscant hadn't done that, what would happen? I think
Phil would have got his ass whooped.
Well, he would have gotten his ass whooped, and most people learn from getting their ass whooped. Phil wouldn't. Like I said, I think he would use it to play the victim in perpetuum till the end of time, you know? It would have just given him a victim card to play.
Yeah, I can get behind that, Falcon. Jaha still won at the end of the day. He got his point across and his message out there.
You're pissing me off, so stop. Okay? But at the end of the fucking game, let's see how it ends.
Okay, so I like how he says that. We're at the end of the fucking game. Okay, Phil, people beat this game 2 days after it was out.
Shut the fuck up.
I beat this game twice before you even got halfway through with the game.
Phil, shut up and play the game.
But he's a variety streamer.
I wish he'd stop that because there's nothing variety about him. He plays the exact same games. He might change the order in which he plays them, but they're the exact same games.
Every 10 years.
But what kills me with this is he's sitting there saying this like we're at the end of the fucking... Phil, people already saw the end of this game. Most of your chat probably played the game. They've already beaten the game. But they watched someone beat the game. They watched a video on beating the game. They've seen all 3 endings to this game. They've seen all the parts of this game. They've seen the best AC looks of this game. They've seen the Gundam lookalikes of this game. They've seen all this stuff. But he's like, it's the end of the game. Like it's supposed to mean something. Nobody gives a fuck you're at the end of the game.
Well,
just like nobody gave a fuck when I was at the end of Final Fantasy 16. You think anybody was talking about the end of the game when I was playing it? Fuck no. We were talking about other shit.
But Phil wants you to concentrate on his commentary.
Yeah.
As shit
Let's be honest though, Ice, your gameplay is secondary to the panel on your streams. No offense.
I mean, it pretty much is. But Final Fantasy, I did actually play by myself. I played that by myself.
Aww.
I think the first few streams I had the panel, and then I started playing it solo because people started talking over the cutscenes and whatnot. So I was like, all right, I'm just gonna be solo for this.
I mean, the core of your stream is you trying to manage the panel.
Pretty
much.
much.
You do a reasonable job of it, man.
I
But
try.
still, like you keep the panel going, and that's your stream is well done because you're a good host. That's like the best part of your streams. That's why
And then I
keep
log
showing up
on
at
and
least.
ruin everything.
Yeah, I mean, I let you guys talk, and if I feel it goes a little too far, yeah, I'll rein everything back in. But you know, streamers encourage conversation. Phil doesn't encourage conversation. It's got to be about him in the game or how great he is, which I mean that's about him, but you get what I mean.
Or get out.
Yeah, or get out. Like, I mean, if people came in here, it was talking about the fucking weather or the sun's getting ready to explode, have at it. Like, that's how you build a community. You want people to feel welcome. They can just come into your stream and talk with people. Like, honestly, as a streamer, you're background noise.
I love it when my friends and my community talk with each other, and then I jump in and join in. That's what he should do. He should join the conversation. Go, oh hey, I see you guys are talking about X, and then add his 2 cents, like any other person would do.
That's the thing. He has to. Doesn't he have to have some sort of knowledge?
He has knowledge, but as people have said, he's narcissistic, so it's got to be about him regardless.
It's got to be about him, yeah.
At the end of the day, it's got to be about him. He's the great one. You got to talk about him and only him. Fuck everything else.
I just don't get it. I mean, I get the reason. I just, like you said, it's the narcissism. I just don't get it.
As
That's fucking boring, man.
As Dark Wolf said, he's not good at people.
For the longest time, I would get kind of miffed when people would say Phil's on the spectrum. Not like full-on autistic, but probably what they used to call Asperger's.
Yeah.
And I used to get pissed off because of Christopher. But now that I've had chances to actually see Phil in action and hear stories about him and everything, I'm beginning to start to agree that maybe he does have autism spectrum disorder. Yeah, that's what it's called now. So yeah, I'm beginning to see it. He doesn't pick up on social cues. I don't know how much of the schedule is ASD. I know that is something a lot of people with full-on autism struggle with, and they have to adhere to a full-on a schedule,
Remember, he thinks he's the best streamer since sliced bread. A dude that has 200-some thousand subs.
Yeah.
He doesn't even have over 1,000 people watching. He should have 2K people watching him minimum. 2,000 people minimum should be watching him.
Here's an interesting theory for you. Do you think he just took all the social cues from all the wrestling he watched as a kid? Because his parents always watched in front of the TV? Let him watch it, and that's how you figure out how people react with each other? Because he acts like a heel, like a wrestling heel.
He acts like a heel. He definitely has that mentality. But that is also something, I don't know. I almost said most people would outgrow that, but we all know he's not most people.
The schedule and daily FAP are absolutely more for him than anyone else. It's just him flooding the fucking algorithm again. That's all this is.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying, like,
algorithm. He thinks
he gives his schedule every time, much like a wrestling program. He tries to play the heel from all the wrestling he's watched. I think he just learned his social cues just from watching TV.
That's really an idiot.
He never had any real adult interaction except with his parents, and the few times he would go out to like the store with mommy and the arcade with, and I'm not to disparage anybody who is an arcade, goes to arcades. God knows I've spent enough time in this. Probably applies to me too, but people who go to arcades are not generally the kind of people you may necessarily want to pick up social cues from.
I just say he's a spoiled brat.
Well, there's that too, and not having to be held accountable.
The reason I say that because when he got the helicopter job, he wanted his dad's position.
That's the narcissism.
Yeah, that's why I call him a spoiled brat.
So, if you listen to Steve of the Dead, and I've kind of mentioned this and a couple times talked to him in DMs about it. So there's a common interaction between narcissistic. Sorry, I'm gonna get technical here. narcissistic personality disorder and borderline personality disorder have a common comorbidity with another disorder called avoidant personality disorder. An avoidant personality disorder can appear to be Asperger's, which doesn't exist anymore. Obviously.
Oh, okay.
But-
that makes sense.
But it's a differential diagnosis, which means that what they try and do is you could have either, and then they check the criteria, and if you meet the criteria, if you fail to meet the criteria for one, you're evaluated on the criteria for another. So with an avoidant individual, it's not about failing to read social cues. I'll read the DSM
Okay.
symptoms. So avoids occupational activities that involve significant interpersonal contact because of fears, criticism, disapproval, or rejection. Look at his job. He's unwilling to get involved with people unless certain of being liked. Look at his attitude towards his chat. Shows restraint within intimate relationships because the fear of being shamed or ridiculed. Look at his attitude towards sexuality. Is preoccupied with being criticized or rejected in social situations. Pick any level 1 podcast, and that becomes glaringly obvious. Is inhibited in new interpersonal situations because of feelings of inadequacy. Look at his attitude towards people who criticize gameplay. And his chat. This is the thing. Remember how his chat, he gets pissy when his chat doesn't involve him? Because he doesn't understand and he's scared of any social situation in which he could possibly be criticized or he possibly is drawn in to a conversation about something he can't appear to be an expert about.
I mean, look how often
So
he
when
tries to
people-
play in the middle, sit on the middle of the fence and not take a side or anything.
Right, because he'd be criticized for taking a side.
Well,
that's-
Oh, sorry,
That's
go ahead.
the key to him being avoidant, his fence sitting.
Okay, now that you've mentioned this, that sounds a lot more. Oh, and Dark Wolf, I just saw what you said. He's not good at people. No, he's not. I'm not, but I don't think.
He's scared of dealing with people.
Yeah. I don't like people, but that's a social anxiety thing, not an avoidance thing. Well, maybe it is a little bit.
So
I just don't like being in huge groups of people. Like anything like 20 or more, I just don't like being in.
Yes, I'm the same. Going to the
being
grocery
an
store
introvert.
is an ordeal.
Instead of being dickheads. Thank you.
But there's a observed behavior called avoidance coping, which is it's a coping mechanism that avoids engaging in new experiences because you're afraid of being criticized for your take on them. And that's his interaction with pop culture in a nutshell, right?
Snort, snort.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Snort, snort.
And that's, again, autism.
Talking
and
twice
any
as
of the
fast as I do
schizophrenic
now, yes.
disorders
And
give him an
not
excuse.
speaking to any of you,
Don't
just saying
give
chat.
him an excuse.
I would never say Lanuli or Blastoise or Hobo X. I'd say chat.
That was something
Yes,
I
chat.
had
It's a
to
chat.
learn
Yes,
with
chat.
my
It's chat.
oldest.
You call everyone your chat. Everyone is part of your
because,
chat, no matter what. You're all part of the chat. No personal.
As he got older,
Phil,
he started.
Phil, they are the chat. Okay. You're not. All right. What I'm about to say is gonna sound fucked up, but you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna say it.
Fuck it, say
Phil,
it.
your chat. You're not there to have a personal bond with your chat. You're there to be entertaining to your chat. If a bond is to form, then so be it. You can't force a bond. You can't expect a bond. I don't expect my chat to have a bond with me. I don't expect the people in the Discord call to have a bond with me. We have camaraderie and we have things we like that are on the same level, and we can sit there and talk and chat and bullshit and gallop and romp and play all day. When you have, I'm just gonna say, Phil, when you have over 200 people in your chat, you can't form a bond with them. The only person you've formed a bond with is fucking Darish. That's the only person you formed a actual bond with, because you make sure to answer him regardless of what the fuck he says in your chat. Darish is able to get away with murder and get people fucking limbed in your chat with no repercussions and without providing any proof of whatever his claims are. You can have an interaction. Exactly. You can have an interaction, but not the chat as an entity. The chat is chat, Phil. Your chat is your chat. They're not your friends. They're not your family. They're not the whore in the corner. They're not the fucking guy at the bar that just listens to you while you're drinking your whiskey. They are a chat. There is two things happening here, Phil. There's two things at play. You are providing a service. You are providing content for your chat. You are making a place for your chat to come, kick their feet up, take off their coats and their scarves and their hats, and shoot the shit with you and each other. That is chat. Chat is to listen to you in the background, communicate with each other, and talk to you. They don't have to talk to you. There's a many a time you go to any one of my streams and you can see a many of streams where I was talking to myself. Chat was just watching. People are sleeping or they're doing other things around the house or at work or whatever, and I'm just background noise.
Oh, wow.
There's nothing wrong with that. But you sitting here, this goes back into that bullshit you said when you said you told chat, I thought we had a bond where I could share my woes with you or my financial troubles with you. Chat already told your ass once, that's not how this shit works. They told you they're not your friend, because you've told chat for years you're not their friend. So here's another fucking lie.
It wasn't until he went on side scrollers, he's like, oh yeah, my chat's totally my friend.
Yeah, he lies. He cannot keep a story straight. He can't even keep anything he says straight.
Well, hello.
What's up?
Hello.
If I'm just gonna say Falcon or Dark Wolf, if one of them came to me and said, Ice, I would like to speak to you about a personal matter. Alright, fine. You have my Discord, you can hit me up in the DMs, we can talk, and what's up. You know, I'll try my best to help you. But I'm not gonna sit here and be like, alright, this bullshit, mind you, so don't take this seriously. I'm not sitting there like, guys, I need $20 so I can get to work for the rest of the week. Think you guys could, spare me a 20, help me out in my time of need so I get back and forth to work for the rest of the week? Or think you guys can maybe tip me $50 so I can get a nice steak dinner from Logan's Steakhouse or some shit? No, that's not your chat's. That's not what your chat is there for. They're not the fucking guy you can go just knock on the door and be like, yo, what's up, cuz? That's not your chat.
Yeah, you don't, real quick, you don't make your chats, you don't make your financial responsibilities.
Exactly.
I mean,
exactly. I forgot who said that.
I've had to. Oh, hold on, shit, phone.
Yeah, go ahead, do what you got.
But yeah, you don't.
Go ahead.
I know I just said it, but someone said you don't make it their responsibility. That is bullshit. You are there to entertain them. If they tip you, they fucking tip you.
You should tip me. Hey!
Yeah, but it's just, it's the thing, like, if somebody's gonna tip you, it should be because they really appreciate what you do and they really want, like, hey, this is my way of saying, hey, thanks for what you're doing. I appreciate what you do. Or, you really been, working hard at it. Let me throw you a bone. Phil's not doing that. It's just, I exist, give me money, give me likes.
And if you don't, get out.
So then my question to Phil, and if anybody that likes LARPing in his chat, even though I don't encourage troll engagement at all, I'm actually against it, I would ask him, so when you sit there and say you need this money, can I come to you and ask you for $20? Can I be like, yo, Phil, I need $20, man. I just need a bag of chicken. I get $20. They give me some chicken, some bread, and maybe some seasoning and some juice. What are you gonna tell me? You're gonna tell me get lost, right? You're gonna call me a fucking troll, a loser, an idiot. That you're not a charity case. You don't just give people money. And then you're gonna fucking boot them out your chat. But this is what you do to your chat every day. You asked them to pay your bills. You've sat there and did fundraisers to pay your taxes. You've sat there and asked them to pay your light bill, your internet bill, to buy the games coming out.
That one time too about something about paying for the food.
Exactly, Falcon.
That too.
I love you and your streams. I've been a fan since insert game name here and insert year. Keep up the good work. Yeah, common courtesy rules online. Exactly. You know, and this is the thing that killed it. Again, the lies on top of lies on top of lies. You can't form a connection. You cannot form a connection with 200 plus people. You can't form a connection with 100 plus people. It is impossible. Even a pastor will tell you they can't form a deep connection with their whole congregation. There's a few members that, yes, they can form a deep connection with, but not all of them. It's like, let me hear what the bullshit's gonna fly out of his mouth.
Messages to
I'm
anyone.
sorry.
'Cause
I
it's just
did want
5
to say
million
something
idiots.
about the
Oh.
subject of friends in
for it.
community. I do have friends in my community, you know, but they're friends that I've known for years because we're in the same circles. You know, like I met them in somebody else's chat and we got to know each other, and they are
Yeah.
friends. I can say, hey, I'm kind of struggling. Can you help me out? And I do pay them back. You know, it's
So
not
that's-
like I just
You've already said
stand
the
there.
difference. You pay them
Yeah.
back. Phil's not paying you back. It's not like Phil's not going. I'll just use, like I said again. I'll use me as an example. Yo, guys, I'm struggling. Can I get 10, 15 bucks? It's like I'm not paying you back. You're donating me the money and I'm not paying you back.
Yeah, that's gross.
You know, hey, I need you guys to help me pay my taxes. I need
No,
your
yeah.
help. Help would indicate I would be getting money back. You're not giving me the money back. You're not giving me what I donate to you back. It's gone in the wind. Like that, in an instant. Fucking gone. You're not getting
Might
it
as well-
back.
And we've
Might as well
seen
just call
this.
it phantom money.
Yeah.
We've seen this recently when the troll. I mean, granted, it was a troll thing. He was never going to give money to anybody, anyways. But just the fact that he acted the way he did about it, you know, he's not giving anybody any money. You know, I think he would sooner spit on the homeless man asking for a quarter than he would, you know, give him a quarter. You know.
Yeah.
I
Started playing
yeah.
Starfield. That's what's up. I found there's another combat control in Starfield I just learned about. It's pretty fucking cool. It makes space combat easier. But it's the fact that he sits there and he says these scummy things.
Yeah.
And he's playing on the emotions, and I get it. There's a lot of people that fall for it. There's a lot of people that are LARPers. There's a lot of people in there for whatever reason. And I'm not saying that no one has a reason to not be there. People have their reasons. LARP, fan, troll, whatever.
Just stop giving him money. Yeah.
It's all you have to do is just listen closely to what he says. And I get it. People clip what he says. And I think I might go back to what I used to do when I started this and was actually breaking this shit down.
Part of the chat. No personal messages to anyone, because it's just 5 million idiots spamming complete, mouth-drooling nonsense in your chat constantly.
Oh,
but you're
this
filthy
is part
rich,
of
so
the
it's worth it, right?
XQC rant, isn't it?
Hold on. So see right here, he's saying this about all streamers that are bigger than him. Nobody says nasty shit in Markiplier's chat. Nobody says nasty shit in Jacksepticeye's chat. Nobody says nasty shit in PewDiePie's chat. Dashy's chat, Dr. Disrespect's chat, Blasphemous HD's chat. Fuck, people don't even say nasty shit in Tipster's chat. People don't even say nasty shit in the Quartering's chat. Nobody says nasty shit in fucking Raging Golden Eagles chat, Az's chat, any of these chats that I'm just naming, or even my chat. What? Again, he makes this big ass generalization, and he has zero facts to back that up. He can't go to one streamer, pull up a stream, and be like, boom, here you go. But I can sit there and pull up hundreds, if not thousands, of streams of you being nasty to your chat. I'm not saying people haven't been nasty to you in your chat. I'm not sitting there saying that, because people have been nasty to you.
Oh yeah,
People
yeah,
have.
definitely. Uh-huh.
But you have been way nastier to people. People that have even been kind to you. Fucking War Dog Leader, who has been kind to you. Oh, I know I'm terrible at gaming, Reap. How you doing, man? Good to see you.
Hey, Reed.
But he sits there and says this like it's everybody's chat. No, it's not. Yes, there are nasty chats out there. But guess what? When you have a decent community, and I'm going to say decent, not great, but decent, you don't have that issue.
I don't.
Again. Yeah, I feel bad for War Dog Leader too. And Bruno. Exactly. Hey, Randy Winston, how you doing? Exactly. Exactly. Like, yeah, Phil can pull up any of my streams where I'm being nasty to him. Fuck it. Go right for it, Phil. But guess what? I'm not in your chat. My chat is not in your chat. We're over here.
We're not touching the poop.
But when I'm playing a game, when I'm playing my Gundam game, or I say my Gundam game, but I play the Gundam game, or I play Starfield, which I want to get back into, or any other game I play, and all we're focusing on is the game, there's nothing nasty going on in my chat. Yeah, Reap may poke fun at me, and Falcon may poke fun at me, or some of the guys and gals in the panel will poke fun at me. But nobody's being nasty. No one's being malice. What's up, Ronan? Good to see you, brother. Oh, I'm not saying he doesn't. I'm not saying he doesn't. Don't misunderstand that. I'm just pointing out that he says this. He makes a broad general statement, and he has nothing to back it up. He won't say names. He won't say the streams. Nothing.
He will when he's leading you, though.
Oh yeah, when he's leading you, definitely.
It's what to make a comparison. This is like his rant about how he gets trolled in MMOs and other multiplayer type games, and he thinks everybody who's a streamer goes through this. And I can honestly say I played World of Warcraft a shit ton on stream, and I've never had that problem. It's a him problem, not an us us as a whole kind of problem, you know?
Yeah.
It's just he thinks because, oh my god, these guys are trolling me. They're not letting me do this quest. They're following me around. They're doing this. They're doing that. Everybody must go through this. And then he complains why Blizzard doesn't have fail safes in place, because generally they don't need them, and it's just like, now over time I'm sure, you know, they probably.
I didn't see anybody doing that to Zarya when he was leveling up. When Dragonflight came out, I didn't see anybody doing that to Peekaboo.
Osmond does, but it's less trolling and more like, oh my god, it's Osmongold. Everybody loves Osmongold. We want to be in his general proximity because maybe he'll fart on us.
Don't remind me. I had to wait 2 hours to log into Final Fantasy 14 because of his ass. Sorry, bastard.
Him and a bunch of other big streamers caused a lot of server issues when New World, that Amazon MMO came out. They caused a lot of problems on several servers.
But I will say, Asmongold brings people. He brought a lot of people to 14 during that time. And yes, it was an anomaly. I will say that was an anomaly. But this shows what one person can do.
But
I remember watching Markiplier in 2018. He was doing a charity stream. When I say charity stream, I don't mean for him or anything he was running. I'm talking about for other people on Twitch. Markiplier was actually going through, and he had 60-some thousand people watching him. And he was picking out streamers that have fundraisers for like leukemia, water in Africa, you name it. Whoever, if somebody had something, Mark was just going through them. And his fan base was following to that person. He's like, yo, let's blow up their goal. Let's blow the goal up.
Yep.
He fucking smashed, I think it was 10 to 15 goals. That's 10 to 15 different streams that he managed to convince his 60,000 plus people to donate their money to these different causes. And this was like a couple of hours. This wasn't like an hour and we were done. No, he did this as a whole entire fucking stream.
He keeps saying that Phil is a charismatic person. Could you imagine, even his small viewer base of 200 people, how much good he could do if he did something like that? You know, maybe not spend his money himself, but, you know, encourage other people to give.
I mean, he is the Dent Whisperer.
He could do so much good, but he won't because that's not what Catholics do.
I know. Oh, what's up?
Ice?
Yeah.
I just sent you a clip from a Steve of the Dead video.
Okay.
You should put it on real quick. It's a quote of something Phil said about what it means to be a fan. And it's unsettling. And I think that it's worth watching because it is indicative of how he views how chat should interact with him. It's like a 15-second clip. It's really... I don't like Phil, but it makes me worry about Phil.
People who follow your every move and know everything about you and stalk you and won't leave you alone, those are fans. It doesn't matter.
Like, it makes me concerned about his interaction with the world.
Because that's exactly what a fan does. Someone who 100% follows the movements and behavior of someone, that's a...
No, that's not. Oh my god, Phil, that's not a...
Yeah, put it on the stream.
Oh my god, Phil. Oh my god, Phil. Really?
Right?
Wait, I want to hear.
Let's do this real quick. I'm putting it up here. Oh my god, Phil.
Isn't it unsettling?
Yeah, and I think I watched that stream and didn't realize what he had said. I think, though, this is before I started streaming.
People who follow your every move and know everything about you and stalk you and won't leave you alone, those are fans. It doesn't matter if they like you or not, that's still a fan. Because that's exactly what a fan does. Someone who 100% follows the movements and behavior of someone, that's a...
No.
No. Okay, I think
I've seen it before. I knew it was coming. I still...
That's not.
Okay, maybe in the past, because you have to look at what the word fan came from. It came from the word fanatic, right? And yeah, people who are fanatics can take it over the top and do stupid shit like that, but fans, the majority of us don't do that kind of shit. What the fuck? Oh my god.
Isn't it, like, it's legitimately the most disturbing thing he's ever said. Like I said, I don't like the guy, but it makes me fear for the guy.
He's basing this on his own personal experience. Because I know he's had some rather strange interactions with fans, air quotes.
Someone like Markiplier respects the streaming community and those in it. Exactly. DSP holds no respect for anything or anyone. It doesn't matter. Think about it. He doesn't even respect his own wife.
You make drivel content for morons, but at least you're rich, so it's all good.
Dribble content for morons. Alright, Phil, you know what? I would love for you to name a name. Give me a name of a streamer. I already know you mean fucking Keemstar and PewDiePie. I already know who you mean. But I want you to say it. I want you to not be a coward for once in your life and actually fucking say the name.
This was.
You always are quick to call other people's fan bases morons. What about your fan base? You've ridiculed your fan base. You've dogged your fan base. You've downright fucking assassinated your fan base. You're the only person that has more trolls than fans. You're the only person that has more detractors than fans. You're the only person who has turned the majority of your fan base into detractors, trolls, haters, and critics. And yes, that's from GTG.
Is this the XQC rant, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
so I haven't seen this. All right. Yes, too much
Somehow
ice.
last night,
He
yeah.
ain't gonna do that. Oh, I already know he's not.
You dropped his stream right as he was gonna say this.
Oh, because this is when he beat Armored Core.
Yeah, must be great being at the top, right?
Yes, Phil, it is nice being at the top. You know why?
You
know
knew
why?
that.
Because they worked, fought, and clawed their way up there. They did what they had to do to get to the top. And guess what? They got rewarded for it. Guess what? They were showered in praise and tribute for it, Phil. They have actual fans, and I don't condone this, but they will actually fucking go to bat for them. They will go after people that talk shit about them.
Oh, he's like Al Bundy being jealous of Peyton Manning or Tom Brady. You know, there was a time when at one point, yeah, he was doing great things and then he got sidelined by an injury. And now he's a bitter old man watching everybody else do it and do it better than he ever had.
That's Phil.
He's Al Bundy. He's Al Bundy.
You know, Phil, when people moved to direct capture, you didn't. You stayed pointing that shitty camcorder at the TV screen. And your chat was begging you to go to direct capture. And then you finally like, hey guys, we're at direct capture now. Hey, 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 hey. And those people were gone. They already left. The people that asked you to play, I know they didn't, but I'm just going to use the name anyway. The people that asked you to play Chrono Trigger, and you didn't, and you kept stalling, and then you're finally, guys, I'm playing Chrono Trigger, why the fuck ain't you watching? Because they left, Phil. They moved on. They went to people who were playing Chrono Trigger. They went to other people they could talk to and actually get an interaction that didn't have to have money tied to it, where they weren't being belittled because they said one thing that might have been incorrect.
And this is what all ties into is that past Phil is President Phil's worst enemy, and President Phil is future Phil's worst enemy.
Did rap Fedora?
Yeah.
Oh,
The fedora makes him look like a used tampon. I still say that. And I'm totally unapologetic.
What I was gonna.
Oh, go ahead.
No, what I was gonna say was what you said earlier about people going up to bat for who they're watching.
Nope, it's all crooked.
He really needs to watch some of that shit because you never know, he could have them coming after.
Actually, looks nice though.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Look at.
He's
Since
already.
he doesn't watch his fucking.
Well, it looks
mouth.
better than Florida, wasn't it?
He sent people out. He encouraged
Well, at
his
least you gotta
viewer
give
base.
that much.
He
I'm
doxed.
pretty sure if you, a lot of things would look better than this guy.
Oh yeah.
Over here already.
Hold on. Past remote did this.
No, I was saying their fans will come after him for talking shit.
Oh yeah.
That's why I say he needs to watch his fucking mouth.
You know what? Fuck that.
here
Anybody
we go. I
talk
think
shit
this is-
about my community, I'm
calling
coming
on
after
the
them.
hate art.
Here we go. Remember, he says he doesn't do this. Big ups the blooper for this.
So I'm calling upon the hate army. I rarely do this, but I need you guys definitely to help us out with this endeavor.
Notice that. Rarely
hate
does
army doesn't
it.
exist, but if you want to keep cheering and wasting your time, go right ahead. I'm not gonna stop you from being incredibly stupid. No.
That rarely is very telling.
Hate
Remember,
Army
this
staff
is
sergeant is now cheering and talking about my birthday and being invited. This is stupid. There's no hate army.
he's the guy who encouraged his viewers to send somebody on PSN or
Yeah.
Xbox, whatever it was, to fill his inbox so he can never do anything ever again except delete messages and
Yeah.
block people.
Phil has promoted attacking other people. Yet he says he doesn't, but he has.
Thank you, Rack. I'm doing pretty good. He said, I hope you're doing good today.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I'll say, if there was one thing when I stream, and this is this is something a lot of streamers would like. I guess I would love more talking.
Wait, Falcon, I'm gonna get upset. Hey.
But I mean, that's from any content creator. But I'm not gonna sit here and be like, hey, why aren't you guys talking? We got 13 people in here, but nobody's really talking. What's going on? No, I'm not gonna sit there and do all that.
I oftentimes stream when it's a bunch of lurkers and my one mod, and I'm talking to myself for 3 fucking hours, and you know what? I still have fun, and I still love my community.
Yeah, I've done it.
Doesn't matter.
Shit, I did that with God of War 2018. I played that game for 14 hours straight, talking to just myself.
Shit, I've been playing Water on Stream with just my friend M and Aqua watching.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's been times I've streamed to Nightbot.
Reactions to viewers, that's why I'm here. Yeah.
See, right here, this is a LARPer. This is someone trying to stroke his fucking ego.
I'm glad. Common Frenzy said, I like your individual reactions to viewers, that's why I'm here. Yeah.
It's not a unique thing. Anybody that talks to their chat does it. This is what kills me with LARPers in his chat that feed him this bullshit.
Do not feed the ego, please.
Like
Or
I can
stop LARPing in general.
Like I sit here, I talk to Falcon, I talk to Dark Wolf, I talk to Drag the Blade, Ronin, Reap, anybody in my chat, I'll sit and talk to them. They're getting that interaction, Phil. They ask me something, or tell me something, and I answer it and talk back to them. Even with everyone else talking in the chat, I will still talk to my chat. They're still getting that reaction. The panel will talk to the chat. This isn't unique. This isn't something new. Now, if you were to sit there and say, if you said, and I will use him for this, Markiplier doesn't really talk to his chat. Dr. Disrespect really doesn't talk to his chat. Yes, you would be correct. But guess what? There's no real way you're going to talk to 50 and 60,000 people trying to talk to you at once. It's impossible.
Yeah. Dr. Disrespect, the...
And that's why he was trying to cope, like I said, with him having lower numbers than in the thousands.
Yeah. Exactly,
know,
Ronan.
Phil,
God damn it, Reap.
you know, Phil, he goes on about how Markiplier's a clown because he has dyed his hair red and screams like a girl during the horror movie or horror games, and I get it. I get why he screams, because I scream too, but I'm a bitch when it comes.
Yeah, but Markiplier knows how to market himself. Like he even said it. He said it when he was playing. He was doing a live stream with his group, and somebody asked him, "Does Five Nights at Freddy's really scare him?" And he said, "No." He said, "You play one of them." He's like, "You already know what's happening." He's like, "You fuck up, you already know what's happening. You know the jump scare's coming. You know you're dead." He said, "But I ham it up for the audience because that's what they love." He says, "The whole part of acting, being a character."
The other thing is, like, jump scare is also meant to startle and catch you by surprise. It's what's called a jump scare.
Jump scare, yeah.
No, see, if I jump scare, you can be guaranteed it's a genuine jump scare because I'm a baby. I mean, God, I screamed last night because Coda startled me.
Yeah, I mean, people heard me get jump scared playing Resident Evil.
Like, sometimes you can know it's coming, but the build-up still makes you jump.
Yeah.
And it can still work for what he's doing.
Hell, I was streaming Resident Evil 4 and still got jump scared, and I done beat the original game 4 times and played the new one and still got jump scared.
Oh, if you played the original 4 times, you probably know the area that scared me.
Oh yeah, it probably.
The greenhouse with the zombie dogs busting through the fucking window.
Real quick.
Yeah.
And not only that, but he's into the game.
He is. He actually
Phil's
enjoys it.
Just going through the motions of playing the game.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't roleplay with it. He doesn't make comments except bitching.
Yeah.
He has no sense of wonder. That's the problem.
I think he lost that when Leanna. Well, no, he never had it. Maybe as a kid, but I doubt that too because the way. See, the thing is, if you talk about something from your past that you had a sense of awe about, that's going to come out even as present day you talks about it because that was a tangible. Well, feelings aren't tangible, but you know what I mean. It was a actual something you felt, and you're recalling it, and you know, and you can't help but to feel that way again, and he never does. Oh yeah, I played Street Fighter 2 in the arcade when I was a kid with my dad. You know, that's what he sounds like. No joy, no recollection of happiness, of enjoyment, of awe, of anything except I'm so bored, blah blah.
Yeah, you know,
that
reminds me of what he recently said about how about Final Fantasy 16. I don't remember.
I'm so tired of him shitting on that game. Like his hate boner for 16 makes no goddamn sense.
Oh, Falcon.
That's what I was gonna say. He goes, I don't remember shit about it because you didn't give a fuck about the game. When you talk about it so fucking low, I don't remember shit, that means you did not give a fuck about the game. When you turn around and then say, oh, well, I like the game. No, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this, and most of you guys watch me play 16. You know what the most hype fight for me was? The most hype scene in that whole fucking game was for me? It's spoilers for those who haven't played it. Fucking Odin cutting the goddamn ocean in half. I was like, yo.
Is this Ragnarok?
Yes, I was like, yo, this motherfucker literally cut the ocean in half. The ocean. He straight cut it in half. Let's fucking go. Phil, he had no reaction. He's like, oh, that's just kind of crazy.
Again, didn't
Goat
give a
laugh.
shit.
And let me tell you something. I could tell you, like, you want to know one of the first gaming experiences I had as a kid, and I still love the memory of it. My grandma bought me a Texas Instruments computer for like $100 at Kmart for Christmas, and oh my god, the games were so cheesy, but they were so much fucking fun. Tombstone. Oh my god, you have to look up these games for this computer. They were so unnecessarily over-the-top cheese because it was the 80s and it was great. I wish I still had that computer.
But
that
Phil has
City?
Sorry. Oh, go ahead.
Okay, no, that's I just wanted to ask.
Oh, but he has no respect for the games he plays. Even Chrono Trigger, even though he's enjoying it, he still has no real respect for the game. Like I'm not saying you have to be 100% every time you play the game, but at least be interested in the game. Even if Phil likes it, he's not really showing that he's interested in the game. He doesn't talk about like some of the meanings behind the characters or their thoughts or feelings or why they're doing what they're doing. To him, they're literally just, it's on screen, it goes by.
Showing that he actually played the game before.
Yeah.
He's shown no knowledge of the game whatsoever.
Yeah, none.
And this is coming from someone who's saying, oh, I beat it like 12 times.
Yeah.
Having smaller streams allows me to do that. If I had 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 people on a stream, how would I react to everybody, right?
You're not expected to react to
Nobody
everybody.
expects you to.
Here's the lie. Here's the lie. He sits there and says he likes being a small-time streamer. Then why are we trying to artificially inflate comments and likes to get you on the algorithm? If you don't like bigger crowds, then why are you trying to artificially inflate to bring in a bigger crowd?
Because he's lying to himself, saying
His favorite character is the robot, and it's a waifu. I mean Falcon 2B is a hot piece of robotical ass, man. You know, woo. But this is the thing. The lies they keep piling up, and you can easily poke holes in all of them by what he says. There's nothing wrong with having 2,000 or 1,000 people watching you, Phil. You used to. I want you to think of how easily he just dismissed when he had over 1,000 people watching him back in the day. Look at how easily he dismissed those numbers. How easily he threw away the 900 and some people that watched him. Or the 800 and some people, or the 700 and some people. I want you to think of how he threw all that away. He just dismissed it. And his main complaint back in the day was, nobody's watching. I don't know why. I'm playing the game. Why are you being lazy?
Yep, it was always on his chat, not him.
Yeah, it's always someone or something else's fault. But it's just the lies just pile up. I would love a bigger audience. I would love to get 100 people watching. Hell, I'd love to get 20 people consistently watching.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong wanting more people to watch you. That's more conversations flowing. That's more of chat interacting with itself. Phil, that's more people possibly praising you and showering you with tribute. Because I'm done saying tip. No, he wants tributes.
Okay,
that's what he wants. And thanks fucking Castlevania.
What?
Oh, yeah.
When you fight Dracula, he sits there and says people shower him with praise and tribute. And the line is always stuck with me now.
That Symphony of the Night or some shit.
Yeah, so it's like, it's just now stuck with me.
Symphony of the Night is easily one of the best.
What's gonna happen is
I
hands
loved it.
down
I
the best
loved
one.
There's gonna be cases. People are gonna
so,
study this
like,
later because they're gonna say, "How is Darkseid
I was gonna
Phil?"
say before the
so...
dogs got loud.
Yeah.
The reason I gave you that quote is because that's indicative of what he wants his relationship with his chat to be.
Yeah.
And that's what should and is the unsettling part of this.
Wait, are you saying he wants to be stalked?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He wants that degree of fandom. He doesn't see the consequences of what that could cause.
Stalkers kill people. They hurt people. What
Super Crazy says it best. And I think that, like, overall, as if you think about an interaction between two people, it's not going to be us that get him.
It's gonna be his fans.
It's gonna be one of his
It's
fans.
gonna be OIC.
OIC gonna wear him like a skin suit.
Darich. He also has that parasocial relationship with Darich. There are like, that's not the only fan who he has an unsettling interaction with, and that should be a source of cause of concern. Because it's like,
was it when it was calm and not spurred?
I don't want that to happen to anyone. I feel the need to be I can't stand Phil, but I don't want
anything bad to happen to him. Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of us have already said that, you know, no, we don't want bad things to happen to Phil. We want him to, like, fall off the face of existence where the streaming stuff goes, but I don't want him killed or hurt or, God, no.
If Phil fessed up about the bank leaks and WWE champions and just went back to being a goofball who was shit at games and, like, entertained us by being shit at games and had his fan base who want to watch him overcome the struggle of his lack of skill, I'd leave him the fuck alone. I'd still watch This Is How You Don't Play, but I wouldn't get as detracty as I am, because he'd have like. But if he does that, that's personal growth, and I'm in support of any personal growth on the part of anyone.
I'm not exactly sure what it would take for me to stop.
It looks like it did learn that.
But like, if he was like, "Hey, I know I've been insensitive in the past. I know I fostered a negative relationship. I know I lied. I know I need to be more honest," and he like stuck with that and stopped being a fucking grifter, I would move on to another grifter. When it came to criticizing someone, I already know who I'd move on to. I know exactly who I'd become a detractor of. Jeremy.
Oh,
Who?
the quarter pounder.
Oh, curling, yeah.
Yeah, because he's a grifter too.
Successful
and arguably,
and
I
profitable.
think he's worse than Phil. Because
Nah, he's not worse than Phil.
oh no, he totally is. Because he would weaponize his audience in a violent manner if he thought.
You know who I would love to have analyze, or what I would love to have analyzed? It's not necessarily a who, but a what. I would love somebody to sit down and pick apart that relationship Boogie has with that girl.
You mean his daughter?
Yeah.
But like I said, I'm not going to talk about that because she's over 20. She's 20, so fuck it. He wants to date his daughter. Fuck it. At least she's
it's
legal.
not the age. It's not the age, though. He has said something that really has dug under my skin. He said he and her have trauma bonded. They somehow have this shared trauma experience that they have bonded over, and that's not a healthy thing. And I would love to hear somebody with some psychological style.
Can we analyze Heather
professional
getting
opinion.
bonked a couple of times?
No, don't post the picture. But I would like to know, I would like somebody's professional opinion on that. I don't care about her age. I don't care that she's technically legal or technically young enough to be his daughter. Fuck it, I don't care. I just want to know what people think about that trauma bonding crap.
Well, I guess it's better than survivor's guilt.
So I live with my uncle, right?
Uh-huh.
And he's 65, 60, 67. And he has a friend who's like 74. And guy was getting play from wow, how old am I? Guy was getting play from a 30-year-old.
Wow.
And I was like, look, I ain't about that life, but props. Because to any degree that's kind of a win. But like, this comes down to my whole dating a 20-year-old is legal.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
I'm also one of my friends dating a 20-year-old if that's what makes them happy. Don't bring a 20-year-old around me. I'm 41. I have nothing in common. I can't.
Yeah.
Maybe I could, but like, on average, the average 21-year-old or 20-year-old, I couldn't.
I
just-
can't.
I
Yeah.
can't even fathom what that is like.
Remember
being-
when you can't
My
set
best
foot
friend
in the
is
school
40.
zone when he
My,
takes his
my
dog to
best friend is
school?
45, and there are
no.
times when we talk about something and I just can't relate, just because of the age thing, you know. But that doesn't happen very often between us. But every once in a while, it's like I have absolutely no clue what you're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, it's everyone has some kind of disconnect with the people around them. Right?
Yeah.
Nobody is fully connected. I just,
with the small audience he has, because of the
think
content I
that,
put out
like,
is very
it's-
different from everyone else.
age is age.
I'm not
Age is
homogenizing
just a
my
number
content
unless you're
to
talking
be
about
stupid content
abuse.
for dumb people to throw me money.
But-
and
Homogenizing content.
Phil, you beg your audience to give you money. That's worse than homogenizing content for stupid people. At least the stupid people, as you like to call them, are getting what they want. They are getting content that they can get their jollies off. You know, oh, yuck, 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 yuck.
Yeah.
Your content, all we get is, this is bullshit. This is a waste of time. Where's my fucking move? This is stupid. They fucked up. Oh, by the way, give me money. Guys, the tips are low. Guys, I want 100 likes. We can do this, guys. We're at 65 likes out of 100. You know I want 100 likes at the end of every stream. Guys, you know I want to hit at least tier 1 tips goal. Guys, we can make this happen. We're only $15 away. Guys, we can do this. Guys.
Yeah.
I'd rather turn off my brain, and I'm gonna say, watch a video compilation of dudes getting hit in the balls. That's more entertaining than listening to you.
I don't know how I feel
Not
about
caring.
that statement. I'm not sure I'd watch it.
Oh, that shit's hilarious to me.
About what content
But,
I
like,
put on the internet.
it's...
I care about every piece of content I put
No,
on.
you don't. If you cared about the content you put out, you'd actually put effort into your content. There is no love, affection, or care in the world for your content. If that was the case, you would have the entire stream up, not these clipped out segments, and you would break the stream up and edit down certain things that are not needed, like the dead air just flying around space doing fuck all. And that would prove you have some type of care into your work. I know I'm the one to talk. There's a lot of dead shit in my streams. I get that. But Phil, this is your job. You sit here and you're only saying this to convince yourself. That's you have spouted your bullshit for so long, you now believe the bullshit.
You are the bullshit.
Yeah, timestamp. Yeah, I need to do timestamps, Falcon. Falcon, you can timestamp for me. How about that? But Phil, you don't care about your work. You don't care about the streams. The fact that you stop recording for YouTube and you private the stream because you're begging says a lot about you. An honest person,
does
Phil,
it out of fear of us, right?
an honest person. You remember, Phil, you say you want to be, you're transparent, the most transparent and honest guy on the internet. Then why are you breaking up your streams? Why are you privating the stream after each stream?
Fucking, yeah. That.
So, like, you know the other person who's called himself the most honest person on the internet? Onision.
Oh, God.
Onision, ugh.
I mean, that's a joke, Falcon, you know. But it's the fact, again, another lie. Phil, this is just another notch in that belt of liedom. Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies.
Dude, that's the best opening for a Phil stream. You should do that.
I know.
Holy shit. No, that seriously, that needs to be the opening for your streams, bro. like, no, just have a picture of Phil's. Oh my god, no, I have the perfect GIF for you. Like, I know exactly how you should open, like, how you should do your, I'm sending you the GIF. There. It should
Hobos
be
and
this.
dogs.
Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies.
It just kills me, though. He sits there and he says this, and his chat doesn't even buy it.
Put on the internet, and the people who support me
By
appreciate
the way,
that.
it's the first GIF that comes up if you search DSP on Discord.
Alright. No, Phil. They support you because you beg them to. 1 Minute Flan doesn't even fucking watch your content, but gives you $20 every goddamn day. Fucking Planet Lying Live Wife gives you $20 every day and doesn't set foot in your fucking room.
I disagree with those assessments. I believe that both of them watch this.
Nah.
They just don't do it under their own
He doesn't. It's the same thing with fucking Game Cucker. Hey Phil, here's a $30 tip. I didn't watch the stream, but here's a $30 tip. Here's what you should do in this situation. I got this shit from the wikis. Another person giving you fucking money. So $50 off the rip from two people that don't watch your content. That's what you want. That's what you try to manufacture from your chat. Hey guys, let's go ahead and hit the tips goals so we don't have to worry about that and we can just focus on the game. Let's hit all the goals early, guys, so we can just focus on the game.
I think it's funny how he's dropped his goals for the day for $50 per stream. It's like, dude, you're like scraping the bottom of your barrel, dude. Oh my god.
This is where we've fallen. But remember, the tractors are mouth-drooling basement dwellers that are mad at his success. I mean, you're a fucking, you're a successful beggar. I will give you that. You're a successful beggar, Phil. But that's not a life. That is not a legacy to leave behind that's positive. There's nobody that says shit positive about DSP. Oh, he beat his dick on the internet and he's a beggar. That's your whole fucking legacy. That's what people remember about you. Congratulations, Phil. You don't make good content. If you had a decent personality and even still produce the same shit content, nobody would talk about it. Yeah, there's a few people. Let me rephrase it. There's a few people that would say something about it. But it would be overshadowed by the people that enjoy you.
Which is why I can only have an audience of 200-300 people, but be making a good living doing it. That.
Hey, right there, that was the cope I was talking about.
A good living doing it off of slow learning adults.
But he still begs and plays the poor man.
Exactly. Remember, Heather, he's like you. I'm like one of you guys. No, you're fucking not, Phil. I don't make $100,000 a year.
Struggle. Yeah, you know, when you're sitting here having to wonder how you could.
Guess I'll be like Miles next.
Build the system to get green stamps, even though you technically do make too much for it, or you considering going to the food bank to make things stretch for a few weeks. Then you're one of us.
You DoorDash every day.
I would love to be able to DoorDash like once a month, you know? That'd
So
be
again,
nice.
another lie.
You know, if I had
That's why.
DoorDash money, I wouldn't spend it on DoorDash.
But they don't get that because they don't fucking have a brain in their head. They just make trash for idiots.
Again, who, Phil? Who? Name a fucking name. You keep wanting to use these generalized terms so no blowback will come your way. That shows you're a coward. You're a liar, a scammer, and a coward. If you have a problem with somebody, say their name. The only time you'll say a name is if you think you can score brownie points off of it. That's why you had that whole campaign of wanting Dr. Disrespect gone off of Twitch. Oh, he filmed some kid taking a piss in the bathroom. No, he didn't film the kid. The guy that was with him filmed the fucking kid. And the kid, he didn't even film the kid intentionally. The kid was in a fucking public area. The guy was idiotic for filming people in a bathroom.
In a bathroom.
Yes, I will give that to anybody. But he didn't intentionally film a kid taking a piss in a bathroom. Okay, he wasn't brought up on charges of pedophilia. And even let's just assume for a second that was true. That wouldn't be Dr. Disrespect, you stupid ass. That would be the cameraman that he fired.
And yeah, as much as I don't like Dr. Disrespect, I will say that I do believe him when he says that it was an accident. He took his lumps. He was temporarily banned off Twitch for a while, and you know, then he came back and.
Yeah, but Phil, you keep on wanting to say Dr. Disrespect. Dr. Disrespect wasn't the one filming. I mean, yes, he could have used discretion to say, "Hey, man, don't film while I'm in the bathroom." But guess what? You're in the moment. You're not thinking that. I'm not excusing what he did. But he was punished accordingly for the transgression. And the camera guy was fired for it. But you're sitting there saying Dr. Disrespect needed to be brought up on charges, that he needed to be permanently banned off of Twitch because you wanted his audience. You, for some odd reason, think his audience was going to come to you. If they weren't watching you then, and they weren't watching you when he wasn't streaming, why the fuck would you think they were going to come watch you after the fact? Phil, you are a piece of shit. You are willing to slit anyone's throat if you think it gets you ahead.
He would slit the throats of his own parents.
I mean, he already admitted that with his dad. He openly said he wanted his dad's position. Now I would like to work up and possibly get that position one day. No, I want my dad's position.
Actually, it was, I think it was I should have.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I should have my dad's position. So he's already admitted he will fucking slit his own father's throat. He will fucking X out Dave to get ahead.
Unhappy, he has a dysfunctional relationship.
Wait, I thought his viewers would come to his stream. like, guess what?
So,
when Ann's not streaming, Ann's viewers don't come to my stream. When Dingus isn't streaming, they're not coming to my stream. When Tevin's not streaming, they're not coming to my stream. When Peace isn't streaming, they're not coming to my stream. When Raw DSP isn't streaming, they're not coming to my stream.
Hey, Falcon, what? Sorry.
No, Falcon's saying the onboard pig farm. Check the post.
Oh.
So you sit here and think that you get rid of somebody and that their followers are going to just automatically trickle down to you. If that was the case, Phil, if that was the case, then I should easily have not only monetization on my YouTube channel, I should easily have at least 75 to 120 to 150 people on my stream almost every goddamn time I fire up. And if it's a day I'm restreaming you and the big guys aren't around, then I should easily have 300 people watching me. Guess what I don't have? None of that shit. You know why, Phil? Because I haven't earned my place. I gotta earn my place. I have to prove that I am someone you guys can come and watch. Hey, Ice is a cool dude. We can watch him. We can watch him when Peace isn't on, or GTG, or Ann Lee, or Tevin, or Ludwig, or That Being Said, or any of the other people. But you think just because you've been there for X amount of time, you should have people. Well, if that's the case, when I was sitting there streaming on Twitch, before I even heard about you, my first game, Bloodborne, I guess I should have had 300 fucking people watching me because I was playing a brand new game when it came out. Streaming it from the PS4 on the Twitch. I guess I should have had 300 people automatically, right? Because I was streaming a hot new game. Fucking dick sucker.
You know the thing that gets me? He contradicts himself. He says he doesn't want a lot of viewers, but he wants a lot of viewers. It's like, dude, you can't. It's like, wait, what?
Yeah, that's why I said
views, but I want more fans.
Yeah, that's why I said, DSP lies.
Guys. Yeah.
As I say, he lies about early copies and his views. He fucking lies about everything. This dude cannot tell you the truth unless it involves you handing him money. The only thing he's truthful about is give me money.
So make trash for idiots and be rich and no one cares. I mean, fuck you. Who will care about that shit? It's worthless
if
shit.
There's anything new on the farms.
You know what, Phil? People make content that other people enjoy. You do not make content people enjoy. For 200 and some thousand subs, as I've said before, you should have 2,000 people in your chat minimum when you're live streaming. Your views on your videos on average should be at least 40,000 to not, if not 50,000. You have none of that. None of that. So that says a lot about you. That says a lot about you as a person. That says a lot about you as an entertainer. That says a lot about you as a content creator. And that says a lot about you as just a decent person, human being. I probably said that twice, but fuck it.
Well, him as
yeah, exactly. Yeah, you've told me that for a while now, Falcon. That you'd rather me do more non-DSP stuff. You've told me that for, I want to say over a month now.
Go for it.
Wellcount Farm is a huge.
What'd you say?
I said the Wellcount Farm is a huge pasture. It's not. There's a lot to pick from.
Exactly, but I'm just, this is, though, like I said, this is me even pointing out my own problem. Like, there's people that have started after me that are better than me, that have more followers than me, subs, whatever you want to call it, and that's fine. Phil is like, no, you started out way after me, and you're better than me. Fuck you.
Or you copy me and you're better than me.
Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong there, Falcon.
Nobody's copying him.
Nah. Like, people have done what he did and did it better. People do what other detractors do and do it better. People do what other people do and do a better job of it, but they're adding their own flair to it.
One of the things that kills me is when he says PewDiePie copied him. It's like, by the time PewDiePie became a YouTube streamer and content creator, Let's Plays and all that have been out for a while. So why does Phil assume PewDiePie is copying him and not one of the other literal hundreds of thousands of people who do it?
Because he wants this.
It's all about his ego. It fuels his ego. So it fuels his ego. That's what happens.
Yeah, he wants to be important. At the end of the day, Phil wants to be 100% important. He wants it to where people legit look up to him and be like, that guy did it. He started it. This guy is the reason this is here today. This guy was the originator of that. He wants something. He is reaching for anything for people to go, that guy did it.
But I know he's one of the first.
Exactly,
there were
Dark
people who did it before him, right?
Absolutely. That was before. People were doing it before you could even do Let's Plays on YouTube. They were doing them on forums.
Oh, wow. They were posting shit on...
Yes. Wow. Phil was just at ground floor for YouTube. But people were already doing it before him.
And doing it better.
Yeah.
Even on forums.
People were doing it better the moment direct capture became a thing. The moment direct capture became a thing and people started switching over, they were already doing better than him.
Yeah.
Spot.
So
become too big.
Phil just, as of last week, has spent $1,317 on the last WWE Champions.
I'm not surprised.
Raising his previously fallen status to place of 32 back up to a place of 21. But that's 10 spaces lower than he is on the average.
I was say usually he's like in the top 10 or top 15.
Usually he's in the top 20. But like he's definitely spending less. And on top of that, it appears that by the logs he has finally paid off his car.
Oh yeah, his car's been paid off for like 2-3 months now.
Which means he can now use that as a basis for secured debt.
Yeah.
Which is concerning.
He wants people to remember when he gone, and he wants to think he. Yeah, and the funny thing about that is he's already being. If it wasn't for the tractor community, Phil would be in a hole somewhere. And I don't mean dead or anything like that. He would just literally be in a hole somewhere. His channel would be. But it's the internet. People are going to do what they do. I get it. I'm adding on to the problem. I get it.
I mean, if it wasn't for Phil being able to cultivate a cult of personality like he has, he wouldn't have gotten into WWE Champions.
Yeah.
And his mental health issues wouldn't have been so
but this is also
so apparent. I think that, and I hate to say this because I really don't like to take responsibility for harming an individual in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
The detractors pushed him into a narcissistic injury spiral that has led to him being what he is today. And if it wasn't for us,
No, he was already that way during his FGC days.
Yeah,
he
He
would
was
be a
already
lot
there.
more-
That detractors had nothing to do with that. He was already
He
there.
would still leave the house. He would
Yeah.
still
Well, that's
go
because
to
he had
these
no
events,
choice
go
then.
to these places.
That's because he had no choice then.
He did. He didn't have to go to fighting game for.
No, being a competitor, you had to back then. So, yeah, he had no choice. If he wanted to
But
compete, he
enjoyed
had to
being
go to the
there. If
arcades.
you look at the videos from when he was at the FGC events, he really liked being there.
Yeah, but he was still a narcissistic shithead.
Yeah, but
he,
not
he
as
was.
bad.
That's why I said he was already there. The detractors had nothing to do with that. He was already there. Think about it. He was
We're
ran out of the
reason he doesn't leave
FGC.
the house.
Yeah.
We are. That is us. We need to take ownership.
What
of
is
That wasn't us.
narcissistic injury? What is that?
That wasn't the detractors.
I'll DM an explanation to you. I really don't want to derail panel discussion.
I'm still gonna say that the detractors had nothing to do with that. Phil chose to live a hermit's life.
Well, he chose to live a hermit's life after Leanna left him. That was not.
No, he was. Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right because they did go places.
Yeah, because they went to conventions, the staycation, and stuff like that. But now the question that has to be asked was, how much of him going out when they were together was on her? Pushing him to go out and do stuff.
Yeah, I mean, hell, John's complaint. He always wanted John to come over to do something. He didn't go to John's house. He wanted John to come to him.
Well,
he rented a room, just stay in the room and pretty much vacation there, like not even leave the state.
Yeah.
Well, that's be they prove without a. Yeah.
I don't know though. I think staying in. This is me being me. I think staying in a hotel room and watching movies and eating snacks sounds like the ideal vacation to me, honestly.
Yeah, but the thing was, he only stayed 20 minutes away from his house.
You're also
Yeah, that was
not
stupid.
in your 20s.
Huh?
You're also not in your 20s.
No, I am old.
Like, I understand if you're really traveling, you're going like out of country doing it. Yeah, that's fine. But he only traveled 20 minutes away from his condo.
Yeah.
Chat too small and it becomes lonely. Right, and I'll be honest. Playing Starfield last night, I was sad because most people were not engaged with the content and weren't talking.
Yes, Phil. People weren't talking and engaging in Starfield because you're not engaged in Starfield. I've already had someone watching me say I made the game look way more entertaining than you did. That the game actually looked fun because I was doing things. I was picking locks. I was getting into space fights or dog fights. Excuse me. I was getting into shootouts. I was visiting random planets. I was not following the story except for off and on. You're not doing that. You have in your mind to follow a goddamn script, and then that's all you do. And you bash certain things. You're not interested in what's happening. Exactly. The streamer has to carry the weight, not the fucking game. The game is only going to carry some weight, not all of it. You have always been the game carries the weight, not you. Well, no, I take that back because you're pre days of YouTube, you actually did carry weight. But after you stopped carrying the weight, is the game carries the weight. No.
The game is only, I would say, about a third of the equation.
It depends on the game. Like, it really depends on the game. Like, if you're playing a shooter...
Like if it's more hyped or something, or...
Yeah, like, if you're playing a shooter, then you can kind of go halvesies. The game can carry half and you can carry half. You can kind of do that back and forth. But when you're playing something like a RPG, no, you have to carry 90% of it. The game is only going to carry 10% of that.
Okay, I see what you're saying now. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. You know, but Phil is thinking that the game is supposed to carry the full 100% regardless of what he plays.
Yeah.
When I watch you play, I want to shoot myself. Oh, I didn't know you cared that much, Reed. Thank you.
Reed?
When that happens, that's disappointing. If I have 200-300 people on a stream, I want you all engaging and having a good time.
Phil, not all 300 people are going to engage. I can have, like, I have 11 people in my stream right now, and maybe 2 or 3 people are talking. That is fine. Yes, I would love for all 11 to be talking. I would love that. But they're not. And that's fine. Them being here is good enough. Yes, a streamer wants their stream to chat. They want them to engage with each other. But when your chat sees you are not interested and you're not engaged with the game, you're not showing interest or trying out different things or this and that, people aren't going to be engaged. It's going to be boring.
When we disconnect, that's terrible. And then, you know, that's the time when I feel like, yeah, it is kind of a waste. Like last night, I was having total fun with Starfield, but no one was part of that.
Again, Phil, you're not having fun with Starfield. You are literally, it's on screen. I say what's happening on screen, which that's going to happen. It doesn't matter who you are. You're going to eventually say what's happening on the screen. Hey, guys, y'all see that shit? That was fucking crazy, right? I mean, yes, we're watching it, of course. But you're not putting a Phil flair in it. You are a husk playing the game.
He's a pod person.
Yeah. Reeves a Sundari.
And it made me sad because people were just disconnected. I don't want that. When I'm streaming, I want there to be a connection with the game, with me.
Yeah,
everyone's having a good time together. It feels like we're socially hanging out while there's a game going on. And that didn't happen.
People, as I said before, people don't have to talk about the game, Phil. People do not have to talk about the game that's on the screen. They don't have to say a word about the game that's on the screen. Just because I'm playing the game doesn't mean I'm a poke fun at myself. I'm playing Finboy Hooters. Nobody has to talk about Finboy Hooters on the screen, Phil. We can talk about sports, cars, movies, comics, their day, another game, a weapon, fucking cruise missile, a goddamn Gundam, trees, ice in the forest, a forest fire, the bottom of the ocean, if the Loch Ness Monster is real, if Bigfoot's real, if aliens
hot lesbian sex.
Yeah, hot lesbian sex, if fucking aliens are abducting people and probing them in the ass and their nose. I mean, people are supposed to be allowed to talk.
I want to sign up for that.
Wow, that's a kink I didn't know you had.
Alien ass probing? Hell yeah.
People want to talk about anything, Phil, but you have to sit there and
It's
dictate.
just in Heather likes the butt play.
Yep.
You want to dictate what people can talk about. That's why your chats are dead 9 times out of 10. That's why I see Nightbot fucking spamming itself.
The only reason he wants people to talk about him and or the game is because it probably might increase his chance of getting people to give him money.
Can we have an intervention about your addiction to furry Roblox porn and 8K ice? First off, I like to know, because I don't even have Roblox installed on my computer or any of my computers. So that first off is like, what the fuck? And
Note, he said computer, which means he has it on his phone and Switch.
Is it on your phone?
It can be.
Wow, did not know
guys,
that.
I hate to run, but
I wonder,
there's a
will that
storm
continue to be the
coming
pattern?
in, and
Okay.
I probably should bail and call it a night anyways.
All right, Heather, you be safe out there.
I will. You guys have a good one.
You do night. If not Nightbot, is Darishbot. Yeah, exactly.
Starfield now, I don't know. I guess we're gonna see.
I know you're making
Oh, I
fun
just
of
got
me.
another tip. Wow, you guys are great today. Another tip. Thank you so much. I got a $2 here from chat. From the chat to chat. The chat to be $2. Thank you, chat. Thanks, chat, for the $2 support chat. Love the chat. Thanks for the support chat. Everything you do, chat. Love the chat.
Yes, and you can automate that. You can actually tell the system to not let certain words through. You can tell it not to let Subaru through. You can tell it not to let Horse through, or Scammer through, or Hard R through. You can tell it what it can and cannot say, Phil. It's not hard. You can program it the way you want it to sit.
There you go. I could be XQC. In a heartbeat, I could be XQC. It's not.
What does XQC have to do with any of this?
Because that's what you're shitting on.
It's got to be stupid. Say dumb shit constantly.
There you go.
That has nothing to do with anything. For an audience that scrolls by so fast, you have no idea who anyone is. I mean, I told you, I tried.
So this is your jealousy, Phil? This is your jealousy of another YouTuber or another streamer because they have a huge fan base, and even with slow mode on, it's still scrolling past, and they really can't talk to the chat like talking about, but the chat is still supporting them in their endeavors. The chat is still sitting there donating to them, giving them memberships and everything else, Phil. Really, Phil?
I think it's a control thing too, man.
Oh, it is. It really is. Phil, when Phil says he plays a character, he doesn't. He said this numerous times, but then he lies and say, "Oh, I was playing a character." No, you weren't, because you've always said you don't play a character. So which one is it? Are you playing a character or are you not playing a character? And that's one thing I will definitely give fucking Craig on the Side Scrollers interview, Phil. They asked you, where does DSP end and where does Phil Burnell begin? And you never gave a fucking answer. Because you know in your heart of hearts, there is no difference. It's the same person. When I play Ice Yamamoto, the Wolf Mercenary, I play Ice Yamamoto, the Wolf Mercenary. But when I'm just Ice talking, I am just Ice. You can literally separate them. Oh, this is where regular Ice is taken over. This is where character Ices began. You can do that. Markiplier. You can tell when Goofy Markiplier is on, and you can tell when Goofy Markiplier is off. There is no difference with you, Phil. It is the same from start to finish. And that can only be the two things. Either you're one hell of a fucking actor, or two, there is no difference. Ice the Wolf Merc with the short temper and a bit of insanity. I like that, Falcon. I'm going to have to steal that. Exactly, Drag. He's always said it's 100% him. So again, another fucking lie.
Tried reacting to XQC. I tried hard. How do you react to that? It's like, dude, this guy, these things he says are like, what the fuck? And then sometimes he's just watching the video and saying nothing.
Guess what, Phil? You know who said the wildest shit ever? You know who said the wildest shit ever? I can't believe I'm drawing a blank on his name. He was a pastor. He died years ago.
I was gonna say.
He said that verbatim, the gays caused 9/11 at a memorial. A memorial, and this is what you say as a pastor. That's some wild fucking shit.
Pat Robertson?
No.
Oh.
I can't believe I'm drawing a blank on his name. Oh, fuck.
Well, there's a few people that said it. Falwell.
Falwell. Jerry Falwell. Thank you.
Oh, okay.
That's...
Oh, yeah, there is. That's right at the... Okay.
Yeah. He said that at the D-Day Memorial, that gays caused 9/11. His words, and he got banned from the memorial because of it.
That was Robertson, I think.
Oh no, that was Jerry Falwell. I know that with 100% certainty.
Oh, you're right. It was Falwell. My bad. It was both, actually.
Oh, he said it too?
Robertson and Falwell.
Jeez.
My apologies.
And the reason I know that is because one of the towns doesn't have a Hooters because he said if they built it, he was leaving. So they didn't build it. There was a factory that printed Hustler magazine. And he said if they didn't stop printing the magazine, he was going to move his school. They stopped printing it.
So, fun story. Because, fun story. I used to go to Hooters a lot because they had really good steamed shrimp.
I was about to say, was it for the thighs and wings?
No, the steamed shrimp's really good. Peel it for you, dude.
Shit.
Oh, shit.
Right, you sit there and you have a attractively... you always tip high at Hooters because of that, man.
Yeah.
And their desserts are really good.
Oh, no, yeah.
I've heard someone else say the
food
desserts
before.
were really good.
No.
This
Hooters,
even Phil
Hooters
acts
desserts
innocent.
are
Gassed.
are the shit, man.
Yeah, I've always wanted to eat there. I've never ate there, but I wanted to try them out. But anyway, so you're making fun again. Are you saying shit like Asmongold? Are you saying shit like Az from Heels vs. Babyface? Are you saying shit like QAnon? Are you saying just off the wall shit like even fucking LTG or Rich kissing porcelain cocks? You're not saying off the wall shit. You're not going on a podcast getting in an argument with somebody. You're not doing any of this shit. You're just a fucking idiot sitting behind your coping session begging and pleading for people to give you money and to stay relevant. But you have no room to talk about somebody who decides to take a hot take and say fucking Bigfoot's a conspiracy made up by the government to keep people in check. Or the government's tapping into all our phones and listening to in all our conversations. You know, you're not saying any of this shit. Exactly. LGG is a sexy man. Turn on his webcam. $30 turns on his webcam. That's about the most hottest thing you've said.
In the millions. This guy is a millionaire for nothing, but because I hate to say it, what's happened is back in the day on YouTube particularly, content that rose to the top was content of value and quality and worth because people either found it like funny or informative or, you know what I'm saying? There was value to it. Now, the content that rises from the top is the most...
I'm using that as an example, Falcon. I mean, I already know that, but I'm saying Phil isn't saying no off-the-wall shit. He's not saying something that people are like, oh shit, did Phil actually say that? When we say, oh shit, did he actually say that? It's what Phil is saying about other people. And he then gets fucking ass hurt when people talk shit about him.
drivel, mouth drooler stuff. It really is. Because what's happened is now you cater...
Phil, you beat your dick on a stream and it's still up. Does that hold value to someone? Is that valued at high dollar? Were you sexually assaulting fucking Ava from Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater? That's content? That's something that should be praised? Is that brave and bold, Phil? Is that valuable content? Listening to a man bitch for hours on end for multiple playthroughs about a game hold value, Phil? I'm sorry, I'd rather, like I said, watch people bust each other in the nuts with bowling balls and whatnot. That has way more value than what the fuck you're doing. I'd rather watch fucking goats fucking up trying to walk up a cliff and fall to their deaths. I find that more valuable than what the fuck you do. At least I'm learning about nature and that even goats fuck up. Hell, I watched a video about a goddamn honey badger getting in a fight with fucking 3 cheetahs. And they fucking ran off. That has more value than what the fuck you doing. I'd rather watch somebody... I forget the guy's name. He does a Fox in Space. He's making a whole fucking show and he does streams about it. He sits there and streams him drawing the whole goddamn thing. He's got certain people that do the voices for the characters. That's got more value than what the fuck you doing. I'd rather watch Saberspark, who does fucking videos talking about where cartoons have fucked up. Cartoon movies have fucked up. Even though people send them furry videos to do. That's got more value than what the fuck you're doing. At least I'm learning about cartoons and old cartoons. This dude actually goes into the history of the company or the team that made the cartoon and tells you about what they did, how they did, and the differences they had and the fights they got into to get that cartoon put on the forefront. He talks about cartoons that blatantly ripped off of other cartoons, and he puts that at the forefront and goes in depth about it. I'd rather watch the guy, Kyle Hill, that sits there and talks about nuclear power and factories all the goddamn time. That's got more value than what the fuck you doing, Phil. I'd rather watch Markiplier scream like a bitch or rage at getting over it with Bennett Foddy, where he literally tosses his fucking chair over his head because he got so goddamn pissed off about it. I'd rather watch Markiplier talk, doing a little video about how he went to the hospital because he had alcohol poisoning because he can't fucking drink alcohol. That's got more shit in it. I find that more valuable than what the fuck you do, Phil. I'd rather watch Keemstar than watch you, Phil. Because at least I'm learning something about a story. I'd rather watch goddamn Modern Warfare Mario Brothers. An hour and 17 minutes long. That was more entertaining than anything you ever put out in your whole 15 years.
Yeah, that was good, right?
I'd rather watch kids being stupid where they're just taking pies and slamming them in each other's faces over and over until they both pass out. That's got more value in it than what the fuck you do, Phil. You do not understand what entertainment is. You don't understand what it is to be human and communicate with your chat, your audience. But you want to sit here and act like you want a goddamn high horse, like you're better than XQC because he talks about some off-the-wall shit, I guess. I don't watch him, so I don't know what the fuck he talks about. I honestly don't give a fuck what he talks about. But obviously, it's more value to him and his viewing audience than what the fuck your audience gets. I bet XQC isn't begging to his fucking audience about his financial troubles, saying he needs enough money to get a meal out with his wife or girlfriend or boyfriend or husband or whoever the fuck he dates. I don't see his chat sitting there talking about stupid shit in his chat. I bet he's having conversations with the few lines he can see. I'd rather watch Dashy Gaming scream at Mario Maker like he's a fucking madman. That's got more value than what the fuck you do, Phil. I'd rather watch Ann Leet play for 5 goddamn hours Mario Kart and Mario Party. That's got more value than what the fuck you put out, Phil. But you act like you're better than these guys? No, you're not, Phil. If you were better than these guys, Phil, why are you not high on the hog? You're not. I don't see you rated at $30 million a year off from YouTube's checks. I don't see you rated at $15 million a year from YouTube checks. I don't even see you rated at $500,000 a year from YouTube checks. So how about you shut the fuck up and give the people the respect they deserve? I'd rather watch Pro Jarrett than watch you. And I know the shit he did. I know about his flagging history. You're a pathetic bum. You hear? A fucking bum. You get on here and you panhandle and beg for money. You literally are holding up a virtual sign saying, please give me money, I'm homeless, even though you're not.
Shake that cup.
But you got the nerve to talk about other people that had done the grind, that did what they needed to do to get where they are today, and even those who left. You still talk shit about the people that left YouTube that don't do it anymore. Hell, I got more respect in this. Fucked up as it sounds, I got more respect for Ethan Ralph than I do you.
A shot.
To the biggest, widest audience, which just are people who just don't even think. They just look at the screen. Everyone, come on, everyone!
And guess what? He's not asking them for money either. They give him memberships and they tip him freely. He don't have to ask for anything, Phil. That's the audience you want. You want those idiots. You want those mouth droolers. You want the people like Jade that can't use their hands. They can only use their brain power to type what they're thinking. You want those people. Don't shit on another person because they got a better crowd than you have. That makes you look much worse, Phil. None of this is a positive to you. And you're so much of a coward, you won't even talk to these people. I'm sure if I tried hard enough, I could probably get a collab with one of these bigger YouTubers. Hell, I could probably message fucking Medicare and ask him would he mind coming on stream and just shooting the shit with me for a day. Hell, I could probably do it with Keemstar if I can get him to pencil me in. I don't see you doing that. Oh, I had two people that were interested in doing the show, but then when all this negative stuff came out because of the side scrollers, nobody wanted anything to do with me. No, Phil, that means you never had anybody to begin with. Be fucking honest for once. You're sitting there quick to shit on other people, but the moment people shit back and clap back at you, you want to run back to this same little retarded setup you have and cry about, oh, you're attacking, you're punching down. Then why the fuck did you swing upwards? Why did you swing upwards at Keemstar when he said he's retiring? Why did you swing upwards at Pro Jared when he never said anything about you? Why are you swinging up at Markiplier? Why are you swinging up at XQC? Why are you swinging up at PewDiePie? These dudes ain't say shit about you. They don't even have you in their goddamn mouths. But you damn straight got them in your mouth. The dude that had the goddamn arcade cabinet with all the Street Fighters on it, you want to sit there and make that slide ass comment that, oh, people that aren't even in the fighting game community have these now. And that dude clapped back. And you found out the motherfucker was actually a champion. No, yes, a champion or a second place runner-up in Evo. Oh, you waited, and what was the first thing you did? You ran right back to this fucking pissant soapbox saying, oh, you attacked an innocent man. You attacked an innocent man. Fuck you, Phil. How about you shut the fuck up? How about you stop clout chasing? How about you stop? Oh, I ratioed the Emmys. That's your one crowning achievement that I can honestly say you did, and that's because people already hated the fucking Emmys. A fucking toddler could do that shit. Fucking kitten videos get more viewership than you. Fucking toddlers fucking dumping a bucket of sand on their head gets more views than you do.
And toddlers dumping a bucket of sand on there, it's pretty fucking awesome.
It is.
As long as we respect that.
You know, fucking angry grandpa that bust up his son's goddamn system every goddamn day gets more viewers. Oh, why do people give? Why does this got 30 fucking million views? Why does this got 40 million? Because it's fucking funny, Phil. That's why it's got more views. Because it's fucking hilarious. I like watching knockout compilations, not the ones where people get to fighting in the street, the ones where people fuck up and knock themselves out. Shit's fucking hilarious. That's got more views than you have. But you over there, why does this get more views? Why does that get more views? Why does this person have an audience? Why does that person have an audience? Why the fuck do you have an audience, Phil? Do you ever think to sit and ask yourself that question? Why the fuck do you have an audience? Oh, I'm sorry, you're too narcissistic. You got your own dick up your own ass because you think you're the hot shit since sliced fucking bread. Yeah, Phil should just make a channel for scat content. He'd probably do better than this channel. That's the fucked up thing.
On the channel, look, 1 million viewers. What is that? That's the...
It's content, bitch. Content comes in many forms, DSP. It's not just gaming. It's not just a fucking soapbox crying about your financial woes and how you fucking say your wife's a fucking retard and breaks everything in the fucking house, or you caught her staring at a blank TV screen, or hey, my wife needs to park in a better spot. Maybe the tire won't get stolen next time. Maybe it is just random shit.
And real quick, for someone who says he doesn't give a fuck about all these people, he sure does spend a lot of time talking about them.
Yes, he does. You say you don't care for the detractors, but goddamn, you talk about them almost every goddamn day. Oh, the detractors. Oh, they're just this, they're just that. Meh, 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 meh. You're sitting here, and you're sitting here jealous of another man's success, but you got the nerve to say the detractors are jealous of your success. Why would I be jealous of a man that's jealous of somebody else? If I was gonna be jealous of somebody, let's see, who could I pick? Oh, I don't know. Keanu Reeves, Markiplier, fucking Oprah Winfrey, the fucking president. There's plenty of other people to be jealous about than you. You're a fucking side project. You're the sideshow clown, halftime entertainment. You're the guy spinning around the board and people are fucking chucking tomatoes at you. What are you saying, Shan?
It's giving him a lot of credit. Sideshow entertainment works for a living, bro.
I know that, but I'm saying the main grand scheme of things. That's what he is. Hey, what's happening?
An actual fucking clown.
Yeah. You're the court jester. A bad one. The one that usually gets their fucking head lopped off by the end.
That's the top content right now?
So
this complete nonsensical trash that anyone in
nonsensical trash. Look, you know what? Let's see. Who the fuck is XQC? Let's see. Let's see. Let's see.
He's a reactor.
Let me see. XQC. Let's see what we get. XQC. Let's see. XQC. All right, let's watch one random thing. I don't know who the fuck you are, but let's see.
$13 billion.
Okay, fuck it. Skip.
Brother, it's going down. It was published in 2022, discussing the
seems to be moving pretty normal to me.
Effects on the surrounding water quality and surface temperatures.
Is it not going down?
The island's construction.
What's up?
Phil, like, could legit make bank off of, like, give me a second. Phil could make bank if he went to Rumble.
I don't know. He might get chased up off of there. Nah, he could easily, openly be as racist as he wants. He'd be fine. Yeah, you got a point.
As well as Odyssey. Like anywhere.
Like related issues. A terrible location. I had the chance to view the islands from the shore as they were being built.
His room seems fine. I see nothing wrong with his room.
In danger of collapse. The homes in the first place, and it's not like a better location offered a
okay, I need one of him talking. Can I get one of him talking?
Shaped like a diamond and is missing the bottom to a beach club.
I need you saying something.
There's nothing else around. Without any
Did
close.
he really not say nothing?
Even then, what kind of business are you gonna launch in the world called the universe? Which says that when the master now they have to build a complex called the Heart of Europe has while only one of the 4 mega projects has been successful.
Okay,
intelligent. We're looking at.
Okay, so wait, why is he bitching about this guy? Look, just off of that glance, he does the same thing as Phil. He doesn't say shit. So what's the problem here? Why are we jealous of a man that does the same thing you do? Because he got a bigger fan base than you, a bigger audience than you? That's what we're pissed about? I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys can all correct me if I'm not giving the guy a fair shake looking at one video. I get that. But what was the issue? I mean, the only thing was missing was fucking goat laughs.
For 2 seconds and be like, who the fuck would want to watch this? This is a complete waste of everyone's time.
So is your react show, but you fucking do it, don't you? You do the same fucking thing. You do a goddamn react show, and you don't say shit. We get a couple of fucking goat laughs, a couple of belches, and maybe a fart or two that slip through the cracks.
And if they didn't care about it, they wouldn't be there.
Exactly.
But that's the thing. People watching it don't get it because they're that dumb. They don't understand that's a waste of their time. They don't.
Phil, you're a waste of time. Video games are a waste of time, Phil. All of this is a waste of time. All of it. If you could be doing something productive in your day, that is time better used than this. Watching a movie, reading a comic book, playing a game, watching your favorite YouTuber. It's all a waste of time. You are just turning off your brain.
understand. It's not just XQC. Take a look at all the top content all over the internet right now. The drama content, the prank content, the trash political content. Everything has to be political now to make
that's not
clickbait views.
100% of it though, you stupid ass.
This is
Again, he's making these fucking assumptions that it's all just drama shit.
Yeah,
again, I know that drama sells, and
Go ahead,
drama
go
and all that bullshit sells, but it's not fucking everybody.
No, it's not.
Stop this fucking bullshit of, oh, it's fucking everybody. Fucking trash, fucking retarded
Ann was
people.
on, I just saw him. God damn it.
And then you know what, too, Ice? That's if
speaking
you're
of
only
which-
looking for. That's if you're looking for negative shit like that.
Yeah, speaking of which, right here, the guy I was telling you about, I watched him actually do this shit. I'm in his Discord.
Okay. I waited
Oh, yeah,
till
this
we were
guy.
alone.
Yeah,
to
I'm in
ask
his
this.
fucking
That's
Discord.
me
I've
being
talked to
nice.
this guy.
Can I see your leg?
Like, it's actually, I'm waiting for him to finish this shit. I'm actually enjoying it. It's an interesting take on Star Fox. Let's see where the fuck Phil is at right now. Where we at, Ann? Where we at?
He's the loudest one in the room, and if he says it, you must believe it's true. But then when he gets
He's
called
sitting there
out
on the Steam menu.
looks like a complete idiot.
Yeah, looks like we're at $5.
From what I remembered, yeah, the TSA was.
Guess I'll say hi to everybody real quick.
Restream Phil.
Would have been like, yeah, I'm almost
Ann
positive
is.
TSA didn't exist until afterwards.
Like I said,
that doesn't sound right. I don't think you could blame
that's
them.
if you go
The whole
looking for
reason
the
that you have lack
negative
of
shit.
security, like,
Yeah.
If you go watch drama, you're gonna go find it.
You're gonna find it.
Right?
If you
Every
wanna
single
watch
thing on earth.
Someone
this fucking, I guarantee you,
fix an old
this
machine, you'll find
microfiber cloth is political. If I told you who manufactured it, there'd be people talking politics about my microfiber cloth.
Exactly,
You
Randy.
see?
See,
This
that
is what
didn't
they
make any
do.
sense.
Is it?
That
That's
didn't
the
make any
quality of
sense at all.
content.
Okay, all right, hold on. This tissue is political. Okay, hot take, Phil. The tissue is right-leaning. The tissue is for whites only because it's white. See how stupid that sounds? It's an inanimate object. It can't have a political. It can't be political. I said two things that sound utterly stupid. Now, if you say the company and its owners, its leadership leans a certain way, okay. But you're saying the tissue itself. Hey, Viking, you think the tissue can be leaning one way or the other?
No.
Alright. See? Damn, he took all the wind out my sail right there. Damn.
On the internet today, it's completely changed to be how do I milk it for money, right?
That
It's
sounds
sad.
like
It's
you.
pathetically sad.
You milk your audience for money.
These fucking projection, man.
Yeah.
He could work at a movie theater, man. His projecting skills are really good.
Man, they're fucking S tier.
The first signs of idiocracy. Yeah, go watch the movie Idiocracy, and you'd be like, wait, this
First signs of idiocracy. See, that's you, Phil. That's you.
is supposed to be a comedy? I thought it was a documentary. It was supposed to be a comedy when it came out, like 20 years ago. It's not anymore. That's literally what happened.
That's
with
true,
people
Reek.
now. They're just that dumb.
Also, stop. Like, this is gonna sound like me sounding like a sensitive little bitch, but stop calling people that, dude. That's what makes people come after you.
Yeah. That's why people are always coming after him.
Look at that scanning chat. To
I
to
know.
see.
Hat and glasses, which by the way I took off. Not incentive to milk people for money.
It is.
Oop, here we go with this part.
I'm gonna let it cook.
No one comes to my fucking stream and contributes to see it. It's that simple. This is just a silly thing. Right now, if I take this off, and if I take this off, okay? Did the viewers leave? Is everyone leaving in droves? People aren't here for that.
People have bitched about you not putting these items on when the goals were met. So yes, they do care about it. Now they're idiotic because they keep coming back, but they do care, Phil. These are what you've set in place. This is the reasoning for them to give you money. This is what you use for them to give you money.
No, Carl, dude.
Yeah.
Snow Carl, remember when he banned him for that shit?
Yeah.
There you go.
You know, it would be like if I said, if we get, it doesn't sound so egregious. It would be like if I said, hey guys, we make $20. I'll play 10 minutes of Barbie's Horse Adventure. It's the same thing, Phil. I am trying to incentivize the chat to give me money, and I'm offering them a reward for it. That is what your items are for. That's what your Mr. Potato Head ass is for. Hey guys, at $50 we put on glasses. At $100 we put on a hat. At $150 we put on a vest. You are incentivizing them to give you money for a reward. So yes, your audience gets pissy if you don't give them said reward. Mount your friends.
All right, they're not. That's silly.
Exactly,
to say,
Randy.
hey, listen, you supported me. Let's just do something absolutely silly together.
You know who doesn't, Phil? Markiplier doesn't have to do that when people tip him. People just tip him. He doesn't have to put on hat and glasses and vest or any of that stuff. Keemstar doesn't have to do that. Raging Golden Eagle doesn't have to do that. Fucking Ricada Law doesn't have to do that. Hell, even the Quarter Pounder doesn't even have to do that. You kind of see something going on here, Phil. You know, the people that also receive money doesn't do what you do, Phil. They don't have to do what you do. When people donate, it's because they truly want to give the entertainer or the content creator something. Hey, I appreciate what you do. Here you go. Hey, the Emperor says death to the furries. Here you go. Exterminatus all the trolls. Here you go. Hey, have a drink for me. Here you go. Hey man, your shit's hilarious. Here you go. Hey, I think you're stupid. Here you go. Hey, you're a fat, balding idiot. Here you go. You see what's going on here, Phil? Nobody has to be a reverse whore. You are.
Right? Just for fun. No one says, man, let's send Phil $100 so he'll put on a red fedora today. No one fucking says that.
You do!
That's what I was saying. He was whining about that shit.
Again, these are the voices, like I said, are in your fucking head because nobody's talking about this.
That's a cop-out, again, from those who are so jealous of my success.
Make a villain.
Who is jealous of your
villain.
success?
Portray the villain as against you and your group.
Yeah.
That they have to
Use
try to
that as an
justify it that
argument
way.
to
If you think
perpetuate.
this hat is the equivalent of someone reacting
Get my
to
point?
trash content,
Yep.
right, and doing absolutely nothing. Chat. What did the chat say? The chat. You think this is the equivalent of that, really?
Guess what? XQC doesn't have to say I'll put on a hat and glasses if you give me $50. Hey, I'll turn on my webcam if you give me $30. Hey, I'll sniff my chair's farts if you give me $10. I'll kiss a fucking cock and suck on a cucumber if you give me some money. I don't see anybody doing these things, Phil. Just lolcows. Damn, I think there's a correlation there. Huh. Better do more research.
Do you not hear the meaningful conversation that we're having?
What meaningful content? What meaningful conversation? I literally hear you bitching about XQC, who's done nothing to you. I hear you crying that people aren't talking to you while playing Starfield. I don't hear a meaningful conversation here. Okay, I got one. Shin.
What?
Who do you feel is the best protagonist in a video game? I know you don't play games, but just humor me.
What? I do play games.
I know you don't play many, I thought.
Well, I'm always gaming, dude.
Like, who would be
But,
for you in a game? Who's the best protagonist you've seen in a game you play? Okay, while you're thinking about that, Viking, who do you think is the best football player?
Oh, I don't know.
Thought you watched football.
No, I don't, man.
Or is it baseball?
No.
God damn it, Viking! All right, what do you think is the best car?
Oh, you got I don't know. You got me on that too.
Well, I'm just saying, just name one. It doesn't really fucking matter. It's the point. All right, you watch anime, right?
The Legend of Heroes. In a video game.
Not as much as I used to.
But you still watch it.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think One Punch Man is better than One Piece?
No.
Okay. Boom. And what'd you say, Shin?
Green Schwarzer from The Legend of Heroes.
Green Schwarzer from Legend of Heroes. Okay. Alright, now, Phil, I asked questions. I got 2 different answers, and I can build a conversation off of these. I've done a mini rant why I hate Gohan, so I don't even have to step into that territory. I could ask Shin what's his favorite Korean show, and I'm pretty sure he can tell me. That's starting a conversation. I don't know shit about Korean shows besides I think it was Train to Busan, which I really enjoyed. But
that's a movie.
I know, I know it's a movie. But
All
I'm
of
just saying.
Us Are Dead is a really good series. You should watch it.
Oh really?
Which one?
Oh, like really good. All of Us Are Dead.
Oh, okay.
Oh man.
Easily the best zombie series I've ever seen in my life.
Shit. But like
magnitude's best zombie series.
Damn. Like I can sit there and ask, what's your favorite horror movie and why? Or who do you think? What do you make of 1% Milk? These would be more meaningful conversations than what you're having right now. You get this, that people, when they watch someone and they're having a conversation, that conversation is important to them. You do not talk to your chat, you talk at your chat.
Are you deaf? Do you not see the difference? Right? Or the other funny part about it, so I put the hat, I'm putting clothes on to be silly.
You're not putting clothes on to be silly. You're putting clothes on because it's lazy. It takes nothing, Phil. It takes nothing. No work is involved with this whatsoever. You're not in a hot tub. You're not putting on an inflated crown like you used to, an inflatable fucking crown. You're not doing anything of anything. It is lazy, bare minimum. But guess what, Phil? When you were asking for all those tips before, this shit wasn't a thing. This is a gimmick. Let me shake the rattler in front of the jiggling keys in front of the fucking chat to get them to do what I want. Goo goo gaga, motherfucker, pay me.
There's people out there who literally take off their fucking shirt and suck cucumbers.
And guess what?
Again.
Rich is doing better than you. How about you grow a pair and fucking say his name? Rich from Review Tech USA sucks on cucumbers like they're dicks and kisses cocks.
You only ever done the cucumber thing once, by the way.
Yeah, but that's pretty much what he's known for. And taking his shirt off. But guess what, Phil? He's still doing better than you.
Every day.
He embraced what the fuck he is.
Do you think there's a little difference between this risque, sexualized trash content versus me actually just putting a hat on?
No, there's literally fucking nothing. There is no goddamn difference, you idiot. There is zero difference. Zero. Because if it was that much of a problem, don't you think he'd be up out of here, Phil? If it was so much of a problem, woo. No, YouTube doesn't give a fuck. He's not breaking TOS, Phil. He's not showing a woman's titty. He's not flashing a clitoris. He's not showing his dick. So what? He takes his shirt off, lets the fucking meat flabs fly, and he kisses a chicken. He's doing better than you. But hey, all we can do is talk shit about people that are better than me, right? Oh, damn. I guess I should follow your playbook and talk about everyone that's better than me.
Do you see the difference? If you don't, I'm sorry, you're probably not the brain level for this content. You're just...
Brain level for this content. Why don't you just say you're an idiot like you normally do, Phil?
And then ban them while you're at it.
Exactly. This is why people fuck with you. This is why people talk shit about you. You think you're this upstanding person. Last I checked, didn't you say you wanted to slap an 11-year-old girl? Were you not the one that said you fire up the slave trade, Phil? Were you not the one that sits there and calls all content on YouTube but yours fucking idiotic and stupid? Everyone's a shill and a sellout, but you were also a shill and a sellout? Ugh. I'm about to rage quit this.
Nah, I really apologize that you're not the brain level to understand the difference, okay? There's a big difference between someone doing something risque. Literally every time they do...
Who gives a fuck if they're doing something risque or not, Phil? Their audience finds it humorous. Their audience showers them with praise and tribute. What do you get, Phil? Get a couple of dents that shower you with a couple of bucks here and there that we're pleading to hit just $50 a day now? Okay.
Something like that. It's the accident for me all over again, right?
Rich ain't show his... He didn't beat his dick on stream. Rich didn't beat his dick on stream. You know, you weren't I show speed and you sitting there wanting the fucking animatronic cheek and your dick flopped out. I can forgive him.
I can't. He's a piece of shit.
You, I can't forgive. Because you turned on the stream and then decided to beat your dick.
I think he actually left it on.
No, he turned it on.
Oh. Oh yeah, because he had his stupid freeze screen. And
Yeah. But hey, we can talk shit about the other guy, right?
Only they're actually doing the accident for money. They're every single time that they take...
And they're being rewarded, aren't they? Hold on, but they're being rewarded, right?
Money off of it.
Yeah, but I say they're still being rewarded, right? People are still giving them money, right? People are still giving them super chats, giving them tips, giving them memberships, right? So, that's right, guys. This is Phil's jealousy. Got it.
Off their shirt, and they fucking do that nonsense. They're doing it as a way to make money by doing something sensationalistic, right? My accident is the biggest sensational...
And it netted you no money. That's why you fucking hate other people that do it. Because you didn't get jack and shit for it. You became the laughingstock of the fucking internet. I mean, you were already a laughingstock, but you just made it even bigger.
Thing you will ever see happen on any of my streams. It will never happen again, and it was a complete accident.
Shut the fuck up, you disingenuous piece of shit. You always want to run back. It was an accident. It was my accident. It was my accident. It was my accident. Man, how about you just fucking sit on a dick and spit on it?
So, make fun of me for having an accident happen, but these people get away with doing these ridiculous...
Yeah, because it's intentional for them, Phil. You turned on your stream and then beat your dick. You didn't just take off your shirt like, yeah, boy, Hulk Hogan, we coming for you, N-word. No, you turned it on. And then you sat there. Oh.
Not only that, but remember, he wants people to stop talking about it because it makes Cat cry.
Man, fuck Cat. It's not my fault. It's not my fault you can only get a retarded wife.
Thing, these pranks, these stunts.
No, not spit on it, Reap. Spin on it. become a top on a dick.
These awful things they do, that's acceptable somehow.
Yes, Phil, because it's funny. It's entertaining. Rich is not stripping butt ass naked, being stuck in Debo's chicken coop.
In the modern scheme of content
That would
creation,
actually be interesting.
right? But me,
That'll be it. Yeah. Even I would say, like, goddamn, how did they manage that first?
put a hat on. Oh, what a horrible stunt you just pulled for money. Are you out of your mind? This stream would be successful without this hat, without that vest.
Okay, then why do you do it, Phil? Why do you do it? If you can be so successful without these things, then why do you do it? See, this is the thing, Phil. This is where you're a fucking coward. You sit here and you talk all this shit because nobody can question you. I bet the moment somebody can question you on this shit, you'd fold in a fucking heartbeat. Because my first question you'd be, well then why do you do it then? If you could be so successful without these items, why do you do it? What is there to gain by doing it if you're not jingling the keys in front of people? Fucking liar.
Without any of this, we'd all still be here having a good time. And if you don't believe that, you're a fucking idiot.
No, Phil, you went from 1,200 people down to 300 fucking people. So you're the fucking idiot.
As a card-carrying member of the Idiots Club, Phil, you're an idiot.
Exactly.
Because you listen to the wrong people. And I can't help you from being stupid. Okay?
Phil, you are stupid.
I can't.
You're a fucking lying, stupid, jealous retard. That's what you are.
I can't make you not be stupid.
And this is why...
that'll keep someone around.
And this is why I really don't give a fuck what happens to you. Because it's obvious. It is clear as day. There is no redeeming qualities about you. None.
That's right. Battleduck says, remember, I say you don't play a YouTuber's life, right? The top YouTuber philosophy is just to get ahead by any means necessary. And that's correct. Well, how do they say it? Make that bag. By any means necessary, make that bag.
And guess what? You know what people do that make it, Phil? They give to charities. They build up other streamers or YouTubers. They're doing other things to help the community at large. What are you doing, Phil? Oh, that's right. You are the charity. God damn it. My bad.
It doesn't mean...
I just realized he
on.
said sit and spit when he's supposed to mean sit and spin.
Yeah, I said that earlier.
That's fucking hilarious.
I mean, he could spit on the dick and then spit on it for all I care.
On who you screw over or ruin.
And who have you screwed over, Phil?
That's making assumptions again, though.
Like, how many people have you screwed over, Phil? John? Howard? Respect the pack? You got your own bodies in your closet, so I wouldn't be pointing fingers at people.
It doesn't matter who you hurt. It doesn't matter if the content you put out there is completely worthless, drivel content that just clouds the internet with...
And what do you put out, Phil? Again, we went full circle. What do you put out, Phil? Boring playthroughs of you begging for money and bitching about video games because, oh my god, there's no checkpoint system. Here we are in 2023 and there's no checkpoint system. That's really fucking stupid. If I think I'm really gonna waste another hour of my life doing this part over, then they're seriously fucked up and fuck you.
With more trash that no one should be watching. It doesn't, as long as you made that bag, that's all that matters.
And you know what? More power to them, Phil. At least they stuck to their guns. At least they're not flip-flopping on shit. At least they're not sitting there saying React content is just lazy man's work, so if you don't want to do anything, you do a React and get money, and then your ass found out the hard way that's not the case. But you still bitch about other people that do React content. Why do they have viewers when all they're doing is React content? Then why the fuck do you have viewers, Phil? You're doing React content. Well, I have meaningful conversation with mine. Goat laughs are not meaningful.
And that's the philosophy of most of these people out there who make a living doing this. It's sad.
Stupid
Some that are different, and there are exceptions to every rule. for sure. But sadly, when you see these people all follow these same
what was
tried and
it?
true
What was the
formula,
exception?
right? To
Yeah,
be
tell me.
successful, and yet they're all. Why do they all look the same? Why do they all do the same things? That's why. 'Cause they don't care. All they care about is the money that's coming in. And trust me, the moment the money dries up, they'll be out.
Okay, Phil. Okay. How does a car work? Engine, brakes, gas, oil, steering wheel, flywheel, all that shit. Guess what? Every fucking vehicle has it. So I guess every vehicle is just a carbon copy of itself. I mean, the function is the same. So I guess we should only have Ford, and that's it. Shouldn't be any other car. Nissan for Japan should be the only car there. Fucking Kia in South Korea should be the only thing they have there. Huh, Phil? God, you're fucking stupid.
Out of there. They're not. They're only there for that. It's the only reason they were there to begin.
What are companies here for, Phil? Last I checked, Walmart's not helping me. They're taking my money for a product. If I didn't have money and I went to go get food from Walmart, they're not going to say, hey, it's on us, Ice. They're going to say, sir, that's $135.65. Cash or card. I'm sorry, sir, you can't pay for these items. We're going to have to put these items back. Have a nice day.
Falcon, I want to disagree with your assertion that React content is pretty lazy. Like, this is React content, and we're kind of like sitting here having a pretty strong panel discussion. The React is the content is just what's pushing the conversation.
Yeah.
Like, that's fine.
By the way, did you notice the vest has been off for 5 minutes and the audience didn't leave? You noticed that, right?
I don't know, Phil. Maybe people in the audience did leave. I'm not looking at the viewer count at that time. The people could have left because they felt like they were being cheated. You don't speak for your audience, Phil. Your audience speaks for the audience.
No one contributed to see this vest.
Really, $150? Nobody contributed? Haseo didn't contribute $100 to make sure you got at least to the vest goal? Congratulations, Haseo, you fucking idiot. He just told you didn't contribute to that vest. Congratulations.
They contributed because they liked the content, and then as a way of saying thanks, I do something silly.
No, they contributed.
But
Go
what
ahead.
the fuck does the vest have to do with the content?
Nothing.
It is not a part of the fucking gameplay. You can not put it on and still play the game. It's not required. If that makes sense. Sorry.
No, it does. It does. But I want you to think. Haseo paid $100 to get him to $140 close to that vest goal. By what Phil just said, Haseo contributed to nothing. Keep that in mind.
Silly, like put on a vest or a hat. No one's. I want to pay money to really see this Joker embarrass themselves publicly on a live stream because they're such a loser.
Yes,
They
right
do.
there. Yes.
They do. Because if
That
they
is
didn't...
exactly what you are, Phil.
Oh, great.
Silly
Go ahead,
mobile
say it.
blow. Not a children's entertainer. Fucking moron.
Exactly.
How do you even justify your own fucking existence, dude?
Wow, Phil. Wow. Fucking sham.
That
Wow.
should be incentive right there to not give this motherfucker money anymore.
That's why I said Haseo.
But the
$100.
person is so. Oh.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
That person is so stupid. He'll most likely do it again.
Oh, yeah.
They would actually do it for money.
Oh, let's see. Where is Phil at right now? Are we actually doing something, man? What's going on here? What's going on here? What's going on here? We're at $57.
Gotta fight the stupid frog now.
It's a lot for
And then
anybody.
we eat bananas. These tasty bananas.
Phil's actually got his money for once on the night stream.
What was that?
Yeah, he's wearing his glasses. But hey, that doesn't count to that. Remember, that doesn't mean anything.
But if you give him in the
No,
form
the
of, like,
tasty
fucking
banana
subs,
thing.
Yeah, this is the problem.
you
There's
only
Oh yeah.
Remember, we
Phil
don't know
started
about that song.
Yeah, I need
Never
banana,
happened.
tasty banana.
Again,
put
right
banana
there.
in my mouth. Peels and
Memory
comes in
hole.
denim. Squeeze banana.
I don't know why, but that part makes me laugh for some reason. The comes in denim one. That's so
I don't know how the fuck he got denim out of it. Whatever.
because it's the only way they can make money because they're that
We can honestly say Phil actually said something that made us laugh.
desperate. That's the difference. See?
Say that to their face.
I mean, I hate it
How about
too,
instead of-
Falcon. I'm not sitting there.
How
No,
about-
actually, it wasn't that.
Oh, go ahead. Say it.
No, real quick. No, instead of saying it like a bitch behind your videos, fucking contact him and tell him that.
Yeah, exactly.
You want to really put yourself out there? Fucking say it, you little bitch.
Phil, you're more than welcome to come to my stream and tell me I'm wrong and call me a fucking idiot to my face. I won't
Oh,
ban you. Hell, I'll even
actually,
offer you to come on the stream. I'll offer you to come on the Discord call. We can have a jolly talk, jolly conversation.
Hey Phil, we'll give you a fair shake.
I will. I don't care about
I'd
your
have
past
a perfectly
anymore.
fair interview with you, dude.
Like, I don't care about your past. I will question you about the shit you do every day now. And if you want to make it fair, you can question me. We might learn a thing or two about each other, Phil. And we might not want to strangle each other by the end of it.
I wanted to take the vest off at all. That wasn't the point. The point I was making was that people aren't here for the vest.
So somebody already said you just wanted to take the vest off. So you're there, right there is somebody in your chat that is saying you don't even want to wear the vest. That you use this as an excuse to take it off. As soon as you read that, you quickly put that vest back on.
Vest. No one cares about this, right?
If they didn't, they wouldn't pay you for it. Asshole.
Falcon, I wouldn't blame you. I'd let you, man. I'd let you come on board and just fucking roast this goddamn sow.
No one at all. It's not a big
Again,
deal.
if they
It's just
didn't
never
care,
has been.
they wouldn't pay
There was that
for
stupid
it.
streak.
They wouldn't say anything about it. It'd be like if Phil got the 150, they wouldn't say anything. They keep it pushing. But those, how many times have we seen? Where's the hat? Where's the vest? Where's the glasses? Where's the vest? What color vest? What hat? What? It's like, Phil, come on. And like Shin said earlier about the fucking bubble blow. Shut up about the fucking bubble blow. I'll get the fucking bubble blow when I want to.
And shove them up your ass. Remember that?
Yep. But hey, you know, no, they don't do this because of that, guys. They don't do this because of that.
3 years ago, that happened, and then it was a big deal, and mostly it was amongst my trolls who have a very low mental capacity and thought that for some reason it was exciting to see me put on the vest every day. I don't get it.
No,
We were laughing at you. We were laughing at you for putting the vest on. We said numerous times we want these idiots to just empty their bank accounts in your account. We've said this numerous times, Phil.
And he took that shit the wrong fucking way.
I want them to keep giving you money. That way they go broke. And they'd be like Timbo Slice and file for three or four bankruptcies. There you go. Problem solved.
Outside of that, my fans just cared about support.
Hell, you've actually had people lose their jobs for using their job's credit card to tip you. But you never acknowledged that. You never acknowledged fucking Darish stealing his mom's credit card to give you money. You fucking jumped down goddamn Snorlax King's throat about a chargeback of $3. And he told you it was an honest mistake. Yeah, Kevin
Supporting
B,
my content.
aka OIC.
That's why they were here supporting every day, and that's why the vest streak lasted so long.
And you made a big stick. Hold on, Phil. Hold on. We're not letting you get away with this one, Phil. No. We're not letting you get away with this.
Okay.
Hold on, where is it?
Off. And I'll be back on Wednesday with Marvel's Avengers. All right, guys. Have a good night. More tips. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you about.
Oh,
planning
yeah,
meals for this whole week. In
this.
fact, I can't even answer that because we don't have. That's what I'm doing tonight. I'm planning meals with my wife tonight. Ninstar Rune Cheers said, I told you Paper Mario was shit. It killed the streak. No, I don't think Paper Mario killed the streak. I think me being sick killed the streak. I do. But because I think that it threw everything off. We had a consistent schedule of new releases, and people would have come to check out the new releases, and it would have been consistent, and it's not now because of it. Okay? Alright, guys. That's it. Have a good night. Have a good day tomorrow. And I'll see you all on Wednesday when we figure out what the hell we're going to do. If we're going to reset it, or if that's just the end of it, we don't care about it anymore. You know? Sparring King Cheers, how many people are actually going to buy the consoles and buy the better console and not just...
Don't care.
Fucking shit.
I don't even know what that means. Thank you for the cheer.
It's like pulling teeth to get this guy to... That's incredible. Oh, man.
And he sat there. Fucking sat there.
Oh, we almost had... He had over 500 viewers just for the best streak to end. Oh, DSP, how does it feel?
Come on.
Oh, man,
Come
you
on.
wanted $400 and you got 18. Is he gonna update it now? Oh, his stream's still on. His stream's still on. I wouldn't doubt it for a second if all of a sudden you saw $82 pop up and he comes back on microphone. Like, guys, guess what?
Wait till he actually turns the fucking stream.
Yeah, Black Mage, you were on the same wavelength as me. Thank you for the dollar. Let me go back. Cholo with the 20 taco dollars. I'm gonna say.
Where is it?
On the streak is over.
Side of Crow when your money, but I don't know. Slideshow waiting for it.
Doubles yesterday. That's it.
Dude, he sat around.
Listen to how he struck them keys.
We did some double 6, guys. That's it. I'm gonna delete it. So what was it? It ended at 276, guys. Well,
see, look, he was still here the whole time.
We did some doubles yesterday. But that's it.
Dude, he.
So, but it didn't matter. None of that matters, right? None of that matters, right, Phil? Right? The vest doesn't mean anything, right? You dressing up like a baked potato doesn't mean anything, right? You heard how he slammed them keys when that fucking vest streak died, right? 30 some $1,000 and you were back begging the next fucking day.
And now, it's not a big deal. But by the way, even not hitting the goals all the time, I'm still good because I still get consistent support. That's what I mean. People just don't get it. They don't get the formula. That in 15 years...
No, first off, Phil, nobody gives a fuck how long you've been here. Doesn't matter if you're here 100 years. Your content hasn't changed. It hasn't changed from then to now. I can go watch an old DSP playthrough and I get the same DSP today.
Rather than me focusing on satisfying every moron out there, instead I focused on my actual fan base that cared, and now I'm at...
No, you didn't, because Snow Carl sat there and gave you a tip saying, why don't you make content for us and not your trolls? And you called him a fucking moron.
Content they love, and they support me. People don't understand that because no one else has done it.
Real quick.
Yep.
Like Smith says, if they did, you'd be in a better place.
Exactly.
Who else does that? Everyone else, I gotta appeal to the massive fan base. When I get the maximum views and the maximum idiots in my chat, that means I made it. No. Not.
I mean, when they got millions in their bank account, Phil, that means they made it.
Yes.
By all intents and purposes, they beat the game of life.
Except they don't think their fans are idiots. Unlike
Exactly. And they're not filing for bankruptcy either, Phil. They didn't file for bankruptcy.
Not at all. I went
they're not
completely
giving
the
you
opposite
money
way.
while living in their
Weed out
fucking
the bad
car.
influence and sit
Exactly.
here with the positive people and have good streams that they love, and they will
Sorry,
pay
one more time.
to see it.
Yep, go for it.
If they were positive, you wouldn't act the fucking way you do. If you were positive, you wouldn't fucking act the way you do.
Exactly. You don't hear me berating my chat. I'm not going off on my chat. I'm not asking them to make sure we hit certain goals or some bullshit like that. I'm not asking my chat for a new graphics card. I'm not asking my chat to give me a new game. I'm not asking my chat to give me a new capture card. I'm not asking my chat to pay for a new computer or controller or any of that shit.
Exactly.
They come here to watch me, they watch me. If they decide they want to give me something, they'll give me something. If they decide they want to give me a subscribe on Twitch, they'll give me one. I don't ask for it. I don't beg for it. I don't plead for it. I don't say anything. I let the shit ride. Because that is a choice for the people to make. Not for me to try to push them and force them to do it. Because that's scummy, Phil. Very fucking scummy. You get tips because you beg for them.
Continue. Because they like that stuff. It's a complete different philosophy that no one has done yet.
You're
Here I
such a
am.
pedophile. Oh,
Am I
shit.
not the case that it works? But I
No, it's not the case that it works,
You're
Phil.
the case of what not to do when doing this shit.
Exactly.
Yes, not because again, these morons just want to sit there and I can't believe that, so let's just make fun of them constantly and say dumb shit that's not true, right?
Then how about you disprove it, Phil? How about you show evidence that it's not true? You just say, hey, guys, listen to me. It's not true, okay? Because I said it's not true. Viking, if someone says I'm bad at video games, I'm not. Believe me, it's just true. Because I said so.
I went to Billy Shipbrain. Or if it's not true for Phil, just fucking ignore it.
Exactly.
You say you want to, you do, but you don't. Look at right now when you're sitting here fucking coping and bitching. You're not ignoring it.
Yeah, and it's funny that it gets to you every fucking night. That you gotta sit here and get on here and cope. That people make fun of you on the internet. Guess what, Phil? If I ever made it on Twitch to where I get like 50 grand a year, or 60 grand a year, or even 100 grand a year, or hell, even 20 grand a year, or 10 grand a year, people are gonna talk shit about me too, Phil. I'll have my own detractors. I have my own haters. It's the nature of the beast.
And saying that, he's not the only fucking one that has detractors.
I know.
Every person that streams out there has someone that trashes them.
Yeah. There's one guy I watch named Pudge. He's a small-time streamer. He does a lot of Metal Gear Solid gameplay and whatnot. He's got somebody literally spamming other people's chats with his name and whatnot to get people pissed at him. He had a few people come to the stream like, yo, why the fuck you spamming my stream? And he had to sit there and explain that, hey, that's not me. I know about this issue, and I've been trying to work with other people as fast as I can to let them know this isn't me. That guy ain't do nothing to nobody. The guy works at the doctor's office, and then he comes home and he plays fucking video games for people to have fun and relax.
Jesus.
So there you go.
Sorry, roll more things add to that.
Yeah.
And yet, these people get shit on for nothing.
Yeah.
You get shit on because you run your fucking mouth.
Exactly. Does the panel have anything they like to end it on?
Are we closing off the stream?
Yes, we're closing off.
Just the usual. No LARPing, no troll tipping, none of that shit. Cut that shit the fuck out.
No troll engagement whatsoever.
Don't even leave negative
and
comments.
I think this is going to be my. Go ahead.
Go for it.
Comments or negative ratings. Don't leave none of that shit. And that's my piece. Go ahead, Shen.
Unlike Phil, I want to let you know you are valued. You do contribute to this world. The world is better for you. So be kind, be helpful, and fuck Phil. Not literally. Good.
That's good. It's a good one.
That is a good one indeed. Thank you, everybody. You should tell that to Aquateal's chat, Viking. I mean, we can't control other people, but we try to say, hey, don't do this stuff because it's giving him what he wants. It allows him to continue the victimhood. It allows it to perpetuate, and it keeps people coming back to him. And there are times that it proves him right. Like, people are going to see that and say, oh, he's right. And he's not.
Now that I have
Remember, normies are only look at it from one end.
God damn, this game's trash, DSP.
But
I talked to the reptite about this game.
I will see you everybody next time. Tomorrow, guys, we'll be playing Starfield.
How's it going, Ice Yamamoto?
We'll be playing Starfield tomorrow.
Starfield and Armored Core.
That's incredibly stupid.
And that's going to be my day tomorrow.
It's,
What about Derek? He's potentially harming people.
It's not